Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships Talks at Tuesdays. Where we get real grimy and toxic up in this building. If you're not a toxic person like us, you shouldn't even be here.
Stay the hell away. What's good though, man? Now, first, before man, we jump into anything, I want to give a shout out to the two females that was on Mr. Soapbox live the other day that gave you and Stan at work. Them sisters wasn't having that. They was like, look, they was up there giving y'all that work. Shout out to Mr. Soapbox, man. I was like, man, I gotta pull up on the conversations, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I was over there catching hell. Y'all was under duress. Players under duress.
Hey, shout outs to the politically correct sisters. You know what I mean? No, I'm sorry, politically incorrect sisters. PIC. But other than that, man, no love was lost, like, especially between me and Miss Polly, man.
Yeah, that's the homie, man. But yeah, they was like, look, we about to show them what's up.
Yeah. It just shows that, everybody have a different opinions to certain things, man. And by the end of it, like, we all got to just learn how to properly respect each other. So,
no, that's why I like the platform he has, man. I think, man, it's like you said, I think people need to have conversations, whether people like them or not. It's like, man, people need to have those conversations and get their steam off, and maybe they learn something through the process or something. But yeah, I liked it, man. I was entertained, shit.
Hey, man, glad you was, man. Salutes to 100 Watts in the building.
He says, shout out to 100. Shout out to Marcus also.
Oh yeah, definitely. He says hit that button that like button once you walk in.
Marcus, but also, man, I know we was talking in the back a little bit. Yeah, I saw your shots on Instagram. I saw you on the floor taking shots and stuff. I had to throw that little joke at you. I was like, man, what you over there taking feet pics? You was in a
hey, some of the fellas like would definitely love to see a couple of feet pics or whatever, right? But I mean, if you don't mind, man, I'm gonna just give like a shameless plug to my channel on YouTube, which is Talent Art Studios. Okay. On the IG handle, all you gotta do is just type in talent_arts. Matter of fact, look, here's it right there, right? I just highlighted right there. Coincidentally, right? Oops. But but yeah, if you're new, if you haven't like checked out my page, and you have an IG account, I don't have a website yet. I'm really bad as far as creating websites. So that's something I do have to work on. But yeah, it's talent_arts_studios. And here you can see like a list of the things that I do as far as like professionally. Okay. You get to see your boy like, crawl underneath. Oh, let me see. Get down with the little shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, right there, that pose right there, that's a feet shot pick pose. He thought he was slick. He put this on his IG. I was like, Negro, I know what that pose is. Where them feet pics at?
Hey, definitely ignore him on that one, right? Shouts to Stan as well too.
Hey, why are you drooling right there? See, like where that?
Oh,
look like you was drooling in that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm messing with you.
But
so what you doing right there? You checking the photos out?
Yeah.
Go back to the. Oh, okay.
I'm seeing with the wrong tab. Yeah. So that's when you got when you serious about your photography, you gotta check them out. You know what I mean? And shouts like to crew members, like this guy with the glasses. He was like one of our sounds crew members. So, hey, if there's no sound, there's no movie. So, but I just want to give a shout out to the people like who definitely rock with us, and then the person who also. I gotta give him credit because he also took the shots too, the photography for me. If you go right here, I don't know if I could blow it up real quick, but definitely if you guys can, please follow PJG_images. That's the homie Paco. So please follow his IG. Unlike me,
Paco?
Yeah, we call him Paco.
Damn, I had a whole NATO coalition up in that mother, because one guy was Asian, right? Asian descent.
Yeah, we had an Asian person.
Shout out to y'all diversity, man. Y'all got the diversity popping.
Hey, I mean, you know, that's my homies, like crew members. So like, yeah, we got Trinidadian. We have I think one guy was Nigerian, and the other person, she was what is she? She's Panamanian. So we had two Panamanians or whatever. Paco's a Panamanian guy. So yeah, man, we was pretty much, and you know, Panamanians, they're kind of considered as like, you know, Afro-Latina type of people. So
all right, now I need you to tell the truth. I'm gonna ask you this question, man. All right, you know I'm a hater. Y'all got y'all paperwork. Don't make me report y'all asses.
No, we're all legal,
man. I'll shut down the whole operation. I have no shame. Like, yeah, ICE. There's this photo shoot crew. They doing like things. They ain't got no paperwork. I'll shut that whole shit down. But nah, I just want, definitely, man. You doing good stuff, man. Shout out to you and your whole team, man. No, definitely. I like seeing people making moves and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what it's all about, man. Like, you know, making moves, getting your network out, and all that stuff. So, and shout outs to Quantum Love. She says, "Jerk, don't be a jerk." And
I'm snitching on everybody. Shout out to Charleston.
Right. And then this actually is not coming from me, but that's coming from Mr. Best, right? So he says, please chill with the Miss Polly slander, Marcus. But Marcus, that's not coming from me, but that's coming from the Intellectual Soapbox. You know, you don't want nobody like, you know, slandering Miss Polly. And like I said, me and Miss Polly, we're cool. You know, I mean, like I said, man, this ain't about them. It's about like what we about to react to. So,
what's good, Ruthless?
Yeah, what's up, Ruthless Truth? All right, let's go ahead, man, and we're gonna go ahead, man, to the video. All right, so
Conrad, what's good? You want to drop the link, man, so we can pull them up?
Yeah, definitely, for sure, man. We'll go ahead, man.
We jump into this. So while you pulling that up, I'll give some people the background. So we're gonna watch this clip where the guy, he got like 4 wives, and pretty much on the subtitle they said, hey, he's like, look, I need 4 wives because I couldn't stop cheating. So I guess they're gonna show the inner dynamics of his household with the 4 wives, and I think the kids in there too. So yeah, I was like, yeah, this gotta be interesting.
Yeah, so we got Rufus Truth in there, so he ready.
Yeah, you know, what's good, Ruthless?
What's good?
Yeah.
This your type of setup right here, man. This dude right here got 4 wives, man.
That's the topic.
I was like, shit, I was like, I might need to hit up Ruthless on this one.
Yeah. One second, Jerk. Give me about 1 minute, but I'm gonna play the video, okay?
Okay, yeah, just go ahead and start playing it.
Okay, for sure.
This is Jerome. He fell in love with Jasmine. Jerome cheated in all his previous relationships.
I never felt like one female could amount to everything that I wanted. Jasmine was dope. She was able to cook. She was able to clean.
So the couple decided to open up their relationship. And now Jerome has 4 wives.
We don't have a maximum limit of people in a relationship.
But the outside world has scrutinized their way of life.
This old man is pimping y'all young, dumb A-words.
Today, Jerome's sibling is coming over to discuss how they feel about the ever-growing household.
I laughed at it. I thought y'all was just a big joke. I thought y'all was on some freaky type.
Hi, I'm Deidre.
Hi, I'm Jasmine.
Hey, I'm Tisha.
Hi, I'm Jasmine.
And we're all dating the same man.
Hey, pause button, M3.
I'm Jerome, and this is Jasmine.
We've been together 6 years. He slid in my DM on Facebook.
And she slid in my room after that. Our relationship history before me and Big Jazz was, I can literally say, I feel like I was in the health department every weekend. I had multiple partners. I never felt like one female could amount to everything that I wanted. Whether she can cook and clean, but she couldn't have sex, or she can cook, clean, have sex, but she didn't know how to be there financially. I had to have a new partner every day. I definitely was more of a assassin. cheater. But this girl got me. I was with a whole nother woman. And just being with Jasmine, I realized that you doing more than what my woman is doing at home. And you're only 19 years old. So I was just like, this girl at the home, she need to go. And I need to get Jasmine. Jasmine was dope. Did I cheat?
Did you?
I don't know.
Yeah, you cheated.
I used to cheat so
You
much.
cheated.
So I ended up cheating. And then when I realized like this girl ain't playing like all the other women, I ended up getting her back.
Ooh, that make it perfect. All right, so the backstory. He found out I was interested in females. We knew nothing about poly, and we tried it. We liked it. We started doing more research, and it just kind of went from there. And that's when Deja came into play. She was our first girl we tried it with.
Yeah. When Deja came in, it was just more of threesomes. And then Deja and Jasmine, they decided that they wanted to bring somebody else in.
That's when we brung in T-Bird.
We got baby Jazz. She ended up doing good.
We don't have a maximum limit of people in a relationship. We'll always have that safe space to add, but it just all depends on what we can handle mentally and physically. Say, for instance, T was the last to be added. And she said, hey, I want to look for a girl. I want another girl. Boom, everybody's going to be looking. And we're going to like do a group discussion. Oh, I found this girl. I found this girl. If everybody do like that person, whoever got the most game, going to go ahead and approach her. And then we'll take that girl out on a date. It can't get a little complicated, but it's not as hard as it looks. We do everything together, so you always have time to spend time with all of us. Now we're in a polyamorous relationship. We all interact, including the women interacting.
Y'all eat all that shrimp, cause y'all know we gotta get some.
Y'all need to learn how to do this.
Yeah, I know he had to take a call or something.
Hey, you got all that food on your plate.
Can you hit pause for a second, Mr. Best?
We always uplift, especially within the women. We always uplift one another.
Oh, okay.
So like before I met them,
Quantum?
like I was a single parent, and it was like real hard on me. But just meeting them and they'll meet my.
Okay, there he go.
All right. So my man right here, man, he got a they cute, and so I give him credit.
Let's go.
So Ruthless, you feeling this, huh?
No doubt. See what this is.
Yo, he said no doubt. Oh man, bro.
This is a man who did not let the women shame him, and he did not bow down to them, to all their needs, to one girl's needs. He said, look, because he tried it over and over again. This is what I talked about with M3 before. Tried it over and over again and kept getting the same results. Every time we get with one girl, he want extra, he want this, and then he get cheating, and there's a bunch of arguing, a bunch of drama, right? Because you know why the drama are? Because he's lying to these women. He knows himself. He knows that he wants different types of women for different things. But because men try to please women's ego so much by giving them the monogamy aspect of it, just always ends bad for the ones who like me and him who like other women, right? So then we go out sneaking.
You and him?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a bad deal for us, right? So the best thing to do is to be honest up front. And if they agree with it, we can fly. If not, they got to go.
Shout out to Mr. Best. He caught that. Ruthless don't put himself all in a mix. Like he's part of the family and shit.
Let me say this, right? This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. M3 got his popcorn already. Listen, all right. Salute to the family, man. The whole family, man. M3, King, you know what I mean? SJ, you know what I mean? Me. Chocolate, I see you in the building. All the family, man. And if you want to be a part of the family chat, please let me know. Please send me a DM and I'll see what I can do for you. Now, listen. With this being said, hey, man, he can keep all of them. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just serious. The only one that's even somewhat okay is the redhead one. That's it. The other ones, they too young. They can go. Bye. I'm good. But he got, he a young cat. So as a young cat, he doing his thing. You know what I mean? They agree. And that's the thing. If they agree with it, it's cool. If they don't agree with it, you're going to have drama. Oh, yes, you will. Yes, you will. It's gonna be drama. It's gonna be headaches. People gonna be showing up to all types of places. You know what I mean? Your friend's house, your mama house. You know what I mean? Your job, everything. You're gonna be like, yo, what is going on? Like, wait, hold on. Like, why are you here? Like, it's just gonna be pandemonium. Things gonna get broken. Car windows may get broken. Yeah, it could get really ugly off of really you just doing your thing real quick. You know what I mean? And a lot of times too with men, and listen, I'm not saying this because I'm on some manosphere type stuff. Women, I'm just telling you how men think, okay? So please do not get offended. All right. With men, okay, if a man is doing his thing, right, it may be somebody that he's just it is just what it is. He's not really taking it seriously. You know what I mean? She come through, she leave, or he come through and he leave. It's nothing serious, right? But women cannot interpret that. In their minds, they automatically think that you love this woman, right? They automatically think that. Oh, you with her? You did this for her? You love her. That's what they think. You know what I mean? But for a man, we don't love this woman at all, right? She can literally get hit by a bus, and we are good. We are good. Be like, hey, man, I'm sorry she out of here, man. But hey, man, my condolences to her family. But hey, time to move on, baby. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you how men are. You know what I mean? When they're out here playing the game, it's no offense. I'm not a chauvinist, none of that. I'm just telling you, just the mind of how men think when they moving like this. I'm just letting you know. And that's all.
I agree with you. I don't got the patience. I couldn't do it. Hey, so Ruthless, real quick, let me ask you a question, Ruthless. So I know you got the multiples, but do y'all all kick it with each other like this, or?
No, we're not on that level. Well, I took my girls out to dinner. It's on my IG. You guys, I don't know if you guys see my IG. I posted. We take my girls out to dinner. We interact and stuff like that. So, yeah, but I'm not allowing. I'm not going with the moving in part yet. I just don't. I think that's a little too close for comfort. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like them to kind of have their own thing going somewhat. But hey, I mean, if it works for him that way, I'm not going to shame him. But here's the thing, right? And I heard Mr. Best, right? I don't know why we sit here and act like if you get with one woman, there ain't going to be no drama, chaos, that these divorce rates ain't happening, that these relationships ain't breaking up every 5 minutes, that women and men both alike are doing sneaky things behind each other's backs, vice and right. So monogamy is not working. Let's first bring that to the fucking forefront. It's a total fucking failure. Period. And niggas keep trying to go back to that. Say, oh, man, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the drama. Well, these women ain't dealing with us, right? They leaving. One woman is leaving one man because her happiness is I guess not good no more, right? So we have all this information now to see that you can't make one woman happy anyway. And as a man, if you're going to have to deal with, and you love to deal with women, regardless of their egos, you might as well have all you can eat. All you can eat buffet, nigga. Why are you limiting yourself to one woman who might not be there? She ain't no guarantee. If I'm gonna be faithful to you, I'm gonna give this dick to you only, and then guess what? All these beautiful women you passed up, that could have been you could have got you some, add to your checklist. They're gone, and then she's gone. Now you got to start all the way back over. At least if this goes wrong, guess what? If one of the girls get mad and want to leave, two want to get mad and leave. He always going to keep two, or he got one and they're going to build again, right? But he's going to keep one or two of them for sure, and add two more new ones on. Yeah, we just keep evolving, put the pieces together. All you can eat, baby. Let's go.
Oh, you gonna look? Oh, hold on. We got a sister up on the stage. Go ahead. Wait, actually, Mr. Best, can you please do the introduction? Because we missed those.
Oh, you want me to bring it back to that? Okay, I got you, baby.
You have to.
I got you. It's springtime. I got you, baby. I got you. You know what I mean? Oh, man, spring is in here, man. Springtime is for lovers, all right? Please be ready. Hopefully, again, y'all loving it. You know what I mean? I got to introduce my sister right here, man. You know, she is incredible, man. She's wonderful. Everybody bring to the stage Chocolate Earth with an F Foundation. What's going on, girl? Chocolate Earth in the building. I'm gonna bring myself down right here. Boom, there she is.
What's good, Chocolate?
Let's go. What's good, gentlemen? What's up? Hold on, I'm gonna turn my camera on. Ain't nobody scared. What's up? You know,
look at
chilling,
Chocolate.
enjoying my day. Yeah.
Earth is chocolate.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Now
That's
this is what
right.
I call spring. Spring is definitely up in the air when chocolate earth is flying.
So Chocolate, did you see any of that video? What do you think about my man's situation? He got 4 wives. You think that's a good thing, or is that chaos?
Hey man, I said that. I was like, that would be a cool experiment. Couldn't you have 4 or 5 husbands?
Oh hell no, that's
And
jail.
Can you? Oh no, it exists. There's
Where
tribes
that
that's
is
like
at?
this. No, for real. Like you
Oh,
have
Miss Harley.
there
Harley Wright.
are a couple, let's say Tibet, there is a tribe of women who choose their husbands, and you can have more than one. Outside of the United States, you can having more than one husband is not frowned upon. So yeah.
You said it's Tibet.
I mean, if it works. To me, I feel like, is it peaceful? Is it working? Is he happy? Are they happy? Is everyone feeling pleased? Or is it a situation of insecurity? Am I fighting for attention? See, I'm enough woman to love 4 men. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he not enough to love all of them girls. You know, I'm empathetic. I'm understanding. You could take me to the opera. You could take me to the barbecue. We could sit in the back, roll one, and cook some pizza. Like, I'm just that person. So maybe I'm not the one. But I mean, to me, I feel like at least he's being honest with them about where he is sexually and emotionally. So I give it to him on that. You know what I mean? He said, look, I can't stop cheating. I love the ladies. So why don't I get enough ladies so I don't cheat? And then you got women who are open to it. If you ask them, as long as this ain't like, you know, some PIMP type stuff. But other than that, on a healthy note, I say kudos. Everybody in the know, right?
I really wish you could play music on here. We could definitely play some "Ain't No Fun If the Homies Don't Get None." I wish we could really play that. Oh man, YouTube, stop being haters, man.
Bump that.
Music,
I bumped that. Yes.
So
I just think
I forgot. I didn't even know I was muted. I was like, hopefully YouTube doesn't even flag us for playing the video for too long straight. But I had a
we good. But M3, could you have 4 wives?
Yeah, as long as I like them diverse, right? It has to be Black, Latina, Asian, and Portuguese.
White girl.
Nope, Portuguese.
Okay.
You know that's pretty much white though, right?
Yeah, they're pretty much white, you know, but
why would he yell white girl like that? Come on.
Wait, what's that? wait, what's say?
I said, why would he say white?
Oh, why would he say white? I don't know. I mean, you know, look, I put it like this, right? I can't speak for Rufus Truth, but for me, right? You know, I like my women like with a little bit of melon. Okay, I like them with a lot of melon. You know, and hell, like, you know, if I could get a Jamaican or a Nigerian chick as well too on the roster, like that would be amazing as well too. See, I'm like the colors of the rainbow. Okay, like Thanos. Thanos got what? How many rings? Like one? Like no. So yeah, I guess I can include like the Native American, and then I can include the Nigerian woman. There you go. That's my little 6 if I had the choice though. But for 4, that would be my little starter. Okay.
Damn, why?
Yeah, because look. I'm marriage material, right? So me having multiple wives, right? Not even girlfriends, multiple wives. That would always like make my life somewhat complete.
In the same house. In
the same house. But the thing is, right? You gotta you have to facilitate. I'm not going to use the word train, but you have to facilitate so then they could be on the same page where they could love each other, right? You know, love does have conditions, right? But that's where like you got to step in, right? That's kind of like the head coach and be like, look, I know you women don't like each other, right? On the count on me. But in this household, you guys gonna learn to love each other. Okay? Like when I put in this ring on your fingers, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, hey, we gotta fall in line. And I will convince her, but I will give them reasons why. Because here's the thing, not only, right, the love and because it's springtime, baby. You know, Mr. Best already knows. Love is in the air. I'm talking like this. But also, too, on a financial sense, bro, our money's gonna quadruple, man. You know? So you gotta think about like that too. And especially if they're single moms too. Think about putting like the
hell no.
Like work. Well, I'm telling you, man, like we're gonna be the brave bunch family.
He telling you something right here. Them 5 incomes and they getting benefits, yo. Because remember, if they got kids, they're gonna get benefits, especially in our state. They're definitely getting benefits.
And if we living off the earth, we paying no rent.
Now hold on, Chuck. Let me say this, right? So if it's 4 of them, they got kids. And listen, I don't care about no body count. I don't care about no cellulite. I don't care about no hanging skin. I don't care about none of that. And listen, but I do have an age range though. It's definitely 40 and up. All right, you got to be 40 and up. Okay, and that's it. You know what I mean? And you got to be brown and round. That's it. Brown and round.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you don't eat, you can't get with me. That's just all I gotta say.
Hey, did my man in the beginning say he used to be at the clinic all the time?
Wait a minute.
He definitely was.
Fast, is this you out here talking today?
Okay, I kind of I ain't gonna lie, I kind of missed what the first half of it because I did have to take an important phone call. Long story short, I had to get my little pair kicks away, which is a heartbreaker. But I'll explain that like later on another live stream. I'm sorry.
I hear that, man.
Yeah, because
I mean the owners are bitch ass asshole, but it's okay though. Life goes on, but hopefully they'll be well taken care of, like from someone.
Mr.
I'm
Best
sorry, you're saying something, right?
Yeah, Mr. Best kicked me off his stream yesterday because he didn't agree with me keeping it real with my son hypothetically if he was going to get married to a woman, right? The homie asked me, "What would you tell your son?" I told him I would tell my son to be careful and be wise about being with him. Mr. Best to want to hear that shit. He kicked me off stream, but it's all good. Today we talk about.
Hold on. I'm gonna address this right now. Number one. Hold on. I gave you a time limit, right? I gave you a time limit. And I gave you about 15, 20 minutes to talk. I didn't even say anything. Gave you about 15, 20 minutes to talk. You said your piece. I let you rock out, but I wasn't trying to move the conversation anywhere else. But I know that when you get on, you like to say what you got to say.
Spitty was questioning me.
Hold on. You know what I mean? You wanted to take the conversation where you want to take it. I let it be. But then after that, you know what I mean? We had to move on, bro. I had to keep it pushing. You know
I understand that.
Me and my co-host, we got to keep it pushing.
I understand that, but Spitty kept questioning me.
Wait, gentlemen. As much as I would like for you guys to resolve like issues,
it ain't no issue. It ain't no issue. My thing is this. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It happened. It wasn't no hard feelings. If you feel away, then my back. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to move on, we can move on. But I'm not making an issue of this. You know what I mean? Please don't make an issue of it on here. Let's move on.
Back to the buffet.
All right, yeah. Of course, man. Look, Marcus, right? Of course, man. I want to get a different meal in the buffet line all the time, man. You know what it is, okay? Hello. That's why I'm always about the colors, man. You can't be one dimensional, guys. Now I know you guys. Somebody labeled as wife number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Who's this pretty lady right here? She's number 1 and number 2.
Nah, she's like 3rd or 4th because one of the other chicks recruited her. So that's what I'm saying. They recruiting each other.
She won.
Okay, she's one. She's the main.
Yeah,
chick.
she's number one.
Okay.
Damn, I forgot who number 2 was. Oh, 2 was the taller one to the left. Yeah, her right there. And then she recruited that one with the red hair. I don't know how the other one got in.
Okay. So okay, they're all black. Okay.
Some of them look like Hispanic, and that other one looked white or something.
The one that looking like Keisha Cole right now.
They all look attractive.
Okay. Oh, then okay. So we got 2 chocolates. So that's the number 1 right here. The second one, right?
Yeah.
And then that was the number 2, the number 3, and the number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the order.
Look at this.
It don't matter.
Hey, look, I would be happy too if I was that guy. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. So I'm sorry, but let me just go back to where we was at. Because
I understand that you were scared at one point. Now you're able to flex yourself because it's okay now.
Wow.
Okay.
See, most men are scared. Most men are really scared to come out and say this.
Say what? Like
I missed it. What?
So most men are scared to come out and say, "Oh, I want multiple women." They're scared. They really don't want to be honest to the women that they are with or that they're talking to. They just kind of bite the bullet. But times are changing, right? If you're going to have to pay or if you're going to have to go out and do all these things, you might as well be honest and upfront about who you are. Be who you are.
Wow, where you been? Did the aliens abduct you? Where you been?
So
what happened to you?
M3, put your hair down, M3. Go get you a couple of women.
That'll make me believe in Santa Claus. Somebody rewind the tape. What did he say?
Wait. You said
I'm laughing because y'all know I ain't lying. Come on, I'm stunned right now. Just give me a minute. Like what?
Rufus out here pitching. He's on a marketing campaign.
Yeah, I'm like,
right.
what? I said, who is this brother?
Yeah, I'm just saying
this. Like that, you know what I mean? I just gotta look for someone that can understand my story. So I don't know.
Hey, it starts somewhere.
Well, can I just?
Yeah, I'm too cheap to be doing all this, man. I think that's where I have my issue because I'll be upset if I see all them chicks in my house drinking my orange juice, eating up my groceries. I'll be like, man, y'all, hell no, y'all. Some of y'all gotta get out.
No, but Jerry, that's why you're getting women, right? That already. That's why I mentioned before, right? I mentioned 4 incomes. Let's just say I retire, right? And these are my 4 incomes. I'm not. Look, hold on. Right. Yeah, I mean, look, we have 4 women that's like, putting bread under the table. Right? I'm just saying, right? But 5 incomes. Let's just be 5 incomes, right? The thing is, like, I'm looking for already girls that's already in the profession. I'm not looking for women that work at the Waffle House. I'm not looking for women that just looking for a handout.
But do you think professional women would will be in this situation, or you think it's going to be like chicks that ain't doing that great?
No, it's just that like you gotta just be like that type of dude because I seen dudes. There's one dude that got the white mother, and the white daughter pregnant. He started with the daughter first, like his girlfriend, and then the mom came in the picture, and now, the man's like living his threesome life, about to have 2 kids by these women, and they saw no problem with that. But these are not women that's like in distress or broke or anything like that. These women, some of these women have high professional type of jobs and careers. But if you just
I agree with you too. I think and how much they like you, number one.
Yeah.
And how you able to place your honesty, right? It's, if you can place your honesty in a way where it's beneficial to them, because let's be real, right? And I talk to the women all the time that you guys are forcing monogamy and it's only a bad thing for you. The average woman can't be superwoman all the time. So an extra woman or 2 will take the pressure and the load off you. So it's all how you place your truth and the beneficiaries Other thing, and then she has to really, like, if she really rolling with you, she's gonna succumb to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this though. I'll say this. I think for myself, like, you know, she could be working, or maybe if she's not working, she can contribute to the household in different ways. You know what I mean? She might be the person that cooks, right? Or the person that's doing all the cleaning and laundry, right? While everybody else is working. So she could definitely still be there if she don't even have a job. Or she could be good at other skills, man. She may be good at planning things or putting things together or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? But as long as she is bringing me peace, love, and happiness, man, hey, we could work on everything else, baby. Everything else can be negotiable. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's just really what it is. You know what I mean? But if she not and she's causing chaos, then yeah, it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, we could. She making my life a lot better, and she chilling, and she cooking some good food and all that. Yeah, we could work on some other things now. We could work on the whole job and career. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a fleet of women that work at McDonald's, Target, and everything else that will treat you like a king, baby. I tell you that much.
Let me play this.
Let me ask y'all: Do y'all think the females are messing with other dudes? Chocolate, do you think these females mess with other guys if they in this situation?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I can stake on it. High probability, no. When women decide to do stuff like this, they in it. Because like, if they were gonna cheat, they'd have done it. I think that grace ain't given. When I decide to say I'm with you, I'm with you. Whether it's one of me or a multiple. I mean, it's the person. Like, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but in the name of the Lord, like Rufus said, you need to know who you are.
Right. Let me play this song to illustrate this real quick, right?
Yeah.
When you're a guy, right, and you find a woman, okay.
I don't get to try that out, so I don't know.
Well,
when
okay.
I'm a guy, I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. When you're a human, when you're a person, right, and you find like that significant or that one person who's really into you, this is what it's gonna sound like. Anyway, I have to play that real quick.
Oh, wow.
That's what it's gonna feel like, man. Okay, and because I had that experience, right, where there are some women, right, that will not really be into me. Well, may have that initial approach, but it's like, okay, it's like whatever. Versus someone like who actually made an effort to contribute to something into the conversation, into relationship building, that hits totally different. And I think in this case, that guy was fortunate enough to find women, and they're all attractive, by the way. So that's a plus. But even if they were like average or below,
if they was ugly, would that make it better?
Hey, look.
If they was ugly.
If they're
no, I'm not even. I'm sorry, M3. No, for real. Like I get it. Yes, they are attractive women, but they on camera, right? It's bonnets in them drawers. Okay, don't get it twisted. I'm just asking, like, if these was some busted women, because I've seen this setup as well, and them women be looking homely, but they happy. So I guess it's like, does it really matter? Or
no, it doesn't.
You know, if everybody feel like they being treated well.
That was the answer. So I was gonna give you that answer right then, right? So
I'm sorry.
No, you good though. But I'm glad you elaborated.
On their way, boy.
Look, let me just tell you this, right? I have changed like over the years, right? I mean, I'm still shallow, but I'm reasonably shallow. And the thing is that like when I see a woman, right, even if you're like a little below average, right? Yeah, I might treat you a little bit different, but I will appreciate the good times that you're providing, the conversations. If you are into me, okay, and you're below average, that's gonna make my heart go. I know y'all think I'm lying right now, but again, this is springtime, so I'm high right now. Okay, it may not get the other thing up there, but it will get my heart up there. All right. And so the thing is that I would rather to have someone, right, that actually like me for me, as opposed to just to tolerate my presence. If that makes sense.
Rufus said he want all hot chicks.
See,
Ain't that right, Rufus?
Whatever you're attracted to, man, just make sure that you have to have confidence, man, in the fact that you can be honest with these women. Honesty is just the only way to do it, right? You can't try to backbite it or try to go around and be a Mac and a player. You have to be upfront, right? And once you show that you're upfront about who you are as a person, a woman can do nothing but receive it or walk away, right? As long as you give them that option, I think that they are more in to really think about it, because here's the deal, and here's the problem. Mm-hmm. Most women are attracted to guys who have multiple options anyway. A lot of women are attracted to married men, and they're playing side pieces.
So with you. I was so with you into you.
So we got all these women out here playing side pieces, right? They might as well bridge the gap, right? Work as a team, and then especially in this economic situation, right? 3 to 4 heads are better than 1 or 2, right? So I mean, think about it, right? And think about it. She doesn't have to be Superwoman every time. Because when she feel like not just being to herself and not really being the girlfriend, she got other girls gonna fill in for her, right? And she knows these women. She knows and understands these women, right? Okay, these he ain't out. I ain't got to be checking his phone. Where you been at? Why you didn't call me at 6:30? She knows that. Okay, I can't be that Superwoman from there. He's gonna go be with some girl. That's fine. I know who she. I know what she about. We talk. We have a relationship. So it's all in the family. Right? Yeah, so there is a better understanding there now, and I'm gonna land it here. This is something that's more beneficial to the women. I see clearly now that a man with multiple women is way more beneficial to a woman, just as beneficial to a woman as it is to a man. But once again, it ain't all on one person for her. She doesn't have to be that.
I have a question, Rufus, about
that is a hell of a pitch, man. I'm telling you, Rufus was practicing this shit.
Yeah, I mean, he
that's one of those Obama presidential what he's talking to both the Republican and the Democrats. What they call those where he addresses the state. Shout out to Rufus on that pitch.
Right. He made me want to
State of the Union address.
Yeah, the State of the Union. There you
go. yeah. But here's the thing, Rufus, right? So I have a question, because it kind of correlates when you said that you damn near pretty much have to get married to qualify to have multiple other women chasing after you. Which in some cases, like the unstable ones, it's true. If those women are mentally unstable or just treacherous or whatever. But my question is that, okay, what about what if I had a roster, right? But I like to keep things in secret. Does that energy still transcribes into women?
What you mean by secret?
Huh?
What you mean by secret? You're gonna tell some lies and stuff? That's what you said?
No, they ain't gonna be no sweet caramel lies or whatever, right? But what I'm
saying, said keep it on the hush.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I don't need the whole world know, who I'm talking to. Let's just say if there's other woman that I'm getting, right, but I'm not trying to make her my girlfriend or anything like that. I keep things on a low key. So, I mean, if you want to be a part of the team, you could be a part of the team. But I'm thinking to myself, it's okay, for the women who don't even know that this dude has multiple women after him, does that energy still transcribe? You know what I mean? Because saying is that women will chase if they already know that man is a catch. But what if that man is trying to keep on the low? That he's not a catch.
So here's the deal, right? Number one, you're not going to be able to get past them. Right? They're going to figure it out. Once again, the only way this can have a chance of working, you've got to be honest and upfront. All of them need to know, all my girls, when I meet a girl, and we're talking, I immediately show the pictures of my other girls. I show them this is such such, this such such, this such such, and she says okay, and I say yeah, I'm fucking all of them. These are my women, right? And a few of the girls, they get taken back a little bit, and then after we keep talking and I give the the understanding of why I do what I do, they pretty much not. A lot of them go with it. A lot of them are down with it. Now, the only thing is I get a lot of rotations because some of them can't take it too much. They get a little selfish, and they go off on their own and end up trying to come back.
What can't they take? Ruthless. What can't they take? You
Well,
putting it on them?
They can't take the mental.
You wear them out.
They want a dick control, right? Some of them want a dick control, so I have to let them go, right? I have to say, okay, you can't be a team player. I have to let you go.
It's Black Dolomite. That's for you, Dolomite. I'm gonna call you that from now on.
Hey, Rufus, I like how you made yourself sound like a basketball coach.
It's Dolomite from now on.
Yeah, everything is about understanding it and breaking it down to them. You don't want to, and you can't be ashamed of it either, right? People are going to know.
So how do you?
People are going to know.
I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because I'm curious, please. Yeah. So how do you divvy it out? Like you got people on schedules?
No.
That's a great question.
Great question.
Is it a Saturday, Sunday rotation?
First of all, and let me say this to the men: you can't be delusional and insecure to deal in this type of lifestyle. You can't. You got to be in a mindset that if you guys come with an agreement that okay, y'all down, you can't be sitting there. Well, I need to see your phone. You need to check in with me in 5 minutes. No. You have to exude confidence that that they believe in this, and if they do, if they fall along the way, you know what I'm saying, you still can have the conversation because it's just like a regular relationship, right? It's almost like monogamy, right? There's going to be ups and downs, right? And you have to navigate through it. And this is what men are very capable of doing. We're able to deal with adversity, and that's the type of mindset you have dealing with 4 women, 3 women, whatever, or even 2, because their emotions are up and down, their feelings are up and down. Could they go and kiss another man on you? It's possible. Now, but because I've been so honest with her, she's going to be honest with me. She'll say, look, I was flirting with the guy and we kissed and talked. And I'm asking, are you down with him? Because if you're down with him, you have to go. She said, no, I'm with you. And let's keep it pushing. I'm not finna sit there and oh my gosh, you're a hoe. And I'm just not going, oh, hell no. No. As long as she's down, she's like, look, I'm with you. And with what we got and all of the family, bygones be bygones, all is forgiven. We're going to keep it pushing. And I'm going to take her and dick her down real good after that.
Yeah.
Make sure that she remember what she signed up for. This.
But chocolate asked you about the rotation. How do you schedule that out, man? How does that work?
Thank you.
It's simple. Just a phone call, text message. Then we'll meet up at sometime a restaurant, sometimes at my place or wherever we pick. And then once she just lets it off. And this is why the women love me, right? Because I don't judge them. Once they tell me what they done, I just ask one question after they tell me. Are you down with that guy? Are you going to, if that's the direction you're going? They tell me, fuck no. I said, let's keep it pushing.
Like John B? Are you still down with Tupac?
There's no need to cross-examine the witness.
Answer my question. Where's my question, sir? Is it a Monday? Is it okay? For in all seriousness, is it like I mean, for real, like I know you can't see all these. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. You can see them all in the same day since y'all not living together, right? So my question is, do you put them on your schedule? Or is it just a day by day? It is what it is. If Lucy come through, bet. If it's Susan, okay. Like
no, I put them on my schedule. I let them know day that's going to be assigned to them. You know what I mean? That's their day. Sometimes I take them all out to dinner together, but most times I spend different time with each one of them. And I let them know I'm going to be with such this day. So what we call my photo. Huh?
So is it a Tuesday through Friday? Are you a Monday through Sunday dude? Like that's all I'm trying to
You said you taking off the Sabbath and shit.
So I'm dealing with.
I'm trying to take notes. Like, I mean, I know you saying this for the dudes. I'm like, well, wait, maybe I can get this to work. Like, I used to be able to picture it.
Usually, usually some of them, like, it varies because some of them work schedule change. Some of them work certain days. They change days off. But we just.
Oh, so you workable? Okay, yeah. You a flexible guy.
We're gonna work it out. Okay, well, I just move you over here, and then I bump another girl in her place, so I can still get what I want, and it just works out.
Work.
No, it's not. It's pretty simple. She's like, okay, I'm gonna have to work
I'd rather you just be down the hall. I'm lazy, so okay, bet. I just
in the same city,
so
like 3-4 miles apart.
No, you don't understand, sir. I don't.
So Ruthless, I do got one question before we jump back into the video. Mm-hmm. Do you ever like get into situations where you catch, say, a little bit more feelings for one over the other? And don't answer that. That's gonna get you in trouble, man. I ain't trying to mess up the team. Just blink twice if you can't answer that.
Well, I do. That's a good question. I do have feelings for different of them more at sometimes, but all my life I've never been one to chase my feelings. I deal more on what performance level. So the one who is the best performer at all tasks, but the small things, right? That's the one I kind of look at a little bit more. So I don't really deal with my feelings a lot. So yeah, I just, it's what I want for them. If I'm lusting after one this particular day, I'm pulling up on it. So,
okay, but you mostly base it off of like their actions and stuff, like you said, the treatment.
Performance. Yeah, performance is very important. I let them know the more you do, you might get 2 days instead of just 1 day a week.
Okay, so you got an incentive-based system going on over there.
Yeah, got to have a little, fight for the king.
But all right, M3, we jump back in there. I know you were.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. Let's see what happens next.
It's like real hard on me, but just meeting them and them meet my son, like it's got 10 times better.
It's going to be hard to be in a poly relationship if you do have a lot of insecurities and if you're a jealous person. So you won't be able to do it because it'll break you mentally.
So we don't all sleep together.
We'll move the couches, and then this one's turned sideways.
I'll be right here.
With my ear snoring.
And they both snore to death. Poly is great when it comes to household chores. One person might be cleaning the kitchen. One person might be cooking. One person might be doing the kids' hair or helping the kids with homework. You just get a lot of help.
To make 6 figure as a person in the household, either just 2 people, you got to work majority of the time. And a lot of that time that you working, you're never going to have time for your child. I definitely feel like all the women needs are being met, especially when I see that they're benefiting and they're grasping and they're gaining a lot within just being into the relationship.
People on social media.
Hit pause real quick.
Hey y'all.
Yeah, them chicks is looking like they might throw him out the house. They looking a little too like they like each other a little too much.
No, because he's the balance, right? All of them can't be.
See what I mean? You would. Wait. Hold on. Now you don't want them to get along?
No, I want them to get along. Oh yeah, of course. Get along is the optimal, is ideal, but you do have a few. You're gonna have a little bit of beef here and there. That's why I come in, figure out the differences. Then I separate them, talk to them individually, and then make sure we get a. Maybe most of the time it's a misunderstanding.
That's a lot of work for some
most time it's jealousy, right? That's your main. That's the main. That would be yeah. That's the main thing of point of contention. You have to deal with the egos and jealousy, right? And that's why it's very important that you look, man, and we're capable. This is what we do, right? This is what we're capable of doing. We're able to deal with these type of things. We're generals. We're lieutenants, right? We're captains, right? This is what we do. right? When you think in the military, you think you ain't got a crew, right? This is what we do. Now, is every man capable to be like that guy? No, I agree. Not every man. Some men are made for monogamy, right? Some men have to be monogamous, right? Like Sophisticated Jerk, he's too cheap. He wants to count every penny. You know, he won't throw people out. They eat up the Doritos and shit. So that's understandable, right? He has to do with one woman. But
never mind, I was with you. Damn.
That's joke. Okay. That's joke though. But I'm just saying, as far as me and M3, we're more even, right? We don't really trip on small things.
But I mean, okay, so y'all more even in the sense of what, you don't get jealous?
No. Because I'm painting the picture here. I'm putting it all together, right? I'm the one with the idea. Because most women don't have this idea, right? Most women, they only want.
Don't know, but you don't know what that feels like to be jealous. Period.
Yes, I mean, I've been jealous before, but
okay, so don't. Okay.
But that's why I can have the conversation with them.
Yes, because I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry. I've listened long enough.
I can't help it, man. I'm sorry, man.
First of all, one, they poor. I don't like this setup. I would never do this. They all sleeping on the pull-in Lego couch. I'll be damned. But the thing about it, that's fine. That's for them, right? But let's take it up an age group, okay? You 35, between 35, 55. Let's leave it in there. There's not going to be too many men or women that are going to be open to being with more than one person. Sure. Men are jealous, right? So if I wanted to go, okay, who wants the love of chocolate? And then I have a whole bunch of men come in, like, you know, like how they used to do the shows and stuff back in the day. You
Chocolate,
see how people
see that for you too. I can see that for you too, Chocolate. What? I really can see that.
Well, okay, and it would be a mess, and that's all.
Let me help you out, Chocolate. First of all, Chocolate, I understand your desire for that. I'm not going to totally disagree with that, but what I'm saying is, women, you guys deal more on your emotions and feelings. You guys lean on that a lot more than we do.
That's what jealousy is, an emotion, sir.
So yeah, true. But I'm just saying is, you guys are a lot more. So if you deal with four men, right, most likely they're going to be. Well, men gonna
I'm not even talking. Ruthless, hold on. I'm not even on it that deep. We talking about when is the sex happening? Excuse my language. I'm just saying, let's get past all this bull, because y'all want to talk about this psychological bullshit. It's about, okay, who getting it on Thursday? Who getting it on Wednesday? What is the conversation? Because that's a part of it. He can la this all day long, and they can see him be cute today. But let me tell you something. If you in a house full of folk and y'all sharing somebody, come on.
But even in a monogamous relationship, you only have two. Sex
exactly. Right.
2 or 3 times a week only. Exactly. You don't have sex every day.
But I'm saying, they don't talk about it. Why not? Like, that's you. Some people can.
No, I'm just saying that most
don't
people.
Say most. Don't say most. You don't know.
No, most people. I'm gonna say this. Most people in monogamous relationships, they don't have sex every day, right? They have sex 2 or 3 times a week, right?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Why I give you this? So that's why all the men is angry because they not having enough sex.
No, that's not why the men are angry, because they're not getting.
They said it though, Ruthless. Come on, bruh.
But you gotta hear what Ruthless is saying.
But I'm gonna send them to your house because you got all the ladies. You gotta help these brothers get some wet.
No. So here's the deal, right? Monogamy is a whole nother. That's a whole nother. Monogamy is the worst thing for two people.
No, it's not. It's for whoever. It's like saying that being in a threesome is the worst thing ever. Maybe for you, but somebody else thought it was good and had a great time. Like, we can't do that.
But
like,
I'm
people
just saying,
do what they do.
You're not looking at no statistics. I'm looking at the raw numbers, right?
What raw numbers? I want to go there.
Particularly, most women file for divorce. Most women break up the relationship.
I've never filed for divorce, so most women don't do that.
Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. This is just a general sentiment,
It's
right?
not, why are you don't?
We're just looking at a lot of women leaving their men. Period.
Why do you think? But you don't ask the question, Ruthless. Why do they leave?
Let me land the plane. I'm gonna tell you. Because number one is monogamy is just a lot of pressure, right? It's a lot of pressure because to be with one person and try to do everything and be superwoman is to be, and for a lot of women, overbearing, and they get tired of it. They don't want to do it, so they leave.
But why do we have to be superwoman? Like, what is that? Who said that you have to do that?
Because once you
in a monogamous relationship.
Because once your demands are set so high in monogamy, right, for all these things, then men or the person that you're in monogamy, we're going to want high demands back, right?
What high demands are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, I'm gonna come in the house and beat him in the head and take his money? Like, what is he doing that normally he wouldn't do? I don't know. It's just the way you making it sound like it's a spider web or some shit. Like a dude come in, he's stuck.
Listen, Chaco, if you've been in relationships before, you understand, right? Why they don't work. So I don't really have to explain to you. What I'm saying
is that's not true. Come on, that's a lazy thing to say. My relationship is not the same.
You're an attractive woman. And I can see.
Well, thank you, sir.
That most likely you left that relationship. More than likely.
Yes, every time. Mm-hmm.
So obviously, you're making my point, right? That women don't function well in an monogamy relationship because they leave it. They walk away from it.
I left because why would I stay though? But hold on, Ruthless. What you don't want to put in front of that sentence is okay. So I'll give you that. Women are initiating the divorces and so on and so forth. Well, let's talk about. That's why I was saying it earlier. You thought I was joking, but it's like quit dancing around it. You know what I mean? It's like people's personalities can be really shitty. Men and women both. Women can initiate divorce for many, many reasons. But we're gonna keep it simple and we're gonna keep it light. When it comes to, let's say, for instance, let's say me and M3, we got married, right? But the sex was trash. Do I stay? I'm just keeping it light. But no people get divorced. I'm leaving.
Yeah, where must have gone?
Y'all never want to let me say something. I just play. No, for real.
Hey, you gotta clip that shit right there, boy. Yo, no, she did. Hey, the video had to come in and all that. No, she did. Yo, chocolate. Yo, hold on.
Who told you that my sex game was trash?
Like for real, like. Okay, I'm just saying, let's keep it light. Like, I'm just saying, like, for people get divorced.
We gotta put y'all together. Hold on. We gotta put them together. Hold on.
No. She said, my sister.
But wait, y'all didn't even help me. Listen, wait. I'm trying to go to your people to get help. Like, listen, it's trash. Do I stay or do I initiate this divorce? Because he don't want to listen that it's trash. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the problem, though, right? Here's the answer to your question. You knew he had to be tried before you got with him or went to marry him.
It wasn't trash beforehand. Now it's trash. Now
because he works 60 hours a week.
I got the ring, but it's trash.
Because he's working 50 hours a week, chocolate.
No, I didn't say that. Don't add shit. I didn't say he was working. No.
That's why
he retired. You wasn't even listening to the brother.
I retired from sexing?
No, he asking if you working 50 hours. They asking if you work. No, you retired. So we retire, okay? Just leave it out, Rufus. Nobody's working. Everybody work from home, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to be like 65 years old or 70, right? For my sex game.
Nah, man, I want to listen. Not until I'm in my 90s. Listen, I'm gonna keep her lubricated. We're gonna keep it pushing.
Oh,
yes. The wife says she come. Okay, so Jerk, you the lawyer. Okay, you my attorney. I'm gonna come to you and I'm be like, I'm married to this man, M3. He wonderful to me, but the sex is trash. We didn't have a prenup. We ain't got no kids. You got any pets, M3? You got a dog or something?
I have to give away, unfortunately.
What you got? You don't got no pets now? You like dogs?
No, I have parakeets.
Oh, you got birds. Oh no, we broke up. It's okay. Let me try somebody else. Cause I don't fuck with birds.
But okay, say the sex is trash, but he got a heart of gold, and he eats ass. You can't hang in there.
Relax.
Yes, I wanna get it together. I wanna talk to him. I wanna tell him it's trash, but I can't. But I'm like, is it easier for me to just walk away because I don't want to hurt him? Because it's trash. I don't want to cheat. Y'all don't take that into consideration.
Okay, I have a solution for it, right? So
okay, you can't. You're not the attorney. You don't even know yet.
But,
go ahead. Sure.
I think you should go up to him and let him know how you kind of feeling at that time, and see if he could change. Maybe you gotta get some medication. Maybe it might be your attitude or personality a little bit. That's so maybe it's
right. You fired. I'm done with this situation.
Get that brother some horny goat weed, and maybe he'd be all right.
So she living our context, right? She living our context, right? So obviously,
what context?
she got with the guy. Like the earth. Obviously, he got with the guy. His sex game had been good, and just like Sophisticated Junk said, maybe your attitude wore down on him. Maybe
what's my attitude? Nobody asked me what my attitude is.
Or maybe you guys are arguing a lot and you're combative.
No, I don't like to argue.
I'm just saying, I'm just guessing, right? Maybe because one thing about it, right? Let me say this, right? One thing about it, when you meet somebody and they're so sweet and it turns you on, you attract to them, then they flip the switch on you and they start being combative. They start being very disrespectful. It could turn you off.
Well, wait, hold on, Rufus. I'm gonna flip it on you. I'm a person who, when I get into a relationship, I am indulgent. Forget all that work shit. We not working. I want access to you when I want access to you. So that's all I was asking earlier. I'm a person I like attention. I like touchy-feely. I like that. I want to attack you if I so desire. Yeah.
She's trying to jump on you, yo. She be tearing niggas up on you. That's what I'm trying to say. She ain't playing no game.
That's why I can't give it out. My love is strong. I got strong love. I love strong. So that's why it's got to be somebody who is okay with that.
This is one thing you have to understand, right?
No. Hold on, Rufus. I'm a pamperer. You were talking about attitude. So I feel like I have to say this. There are women out here, as myself. I like to pamper it. So, like, if you are a person, you like to take a bath, I'm going to run you a bath. I'm going to figure out how to get off work early. I'm trying to get cute. House feeling good. I done cook. We about to get it in. Put the phones down. I thought that was the point.
And 30 seconds in, he busts.
So, guess what?
Wow.
Guess what? That meant it was so good that we're gonna do it again. Okay. Sometimes you can't take the first bite. Sometimes it's too much. I know it's happened. I know. It's okay.
30 seconds in, he busts.
Wait, hold on, guys. Look. I'm gonna give you a solution. The solution is, right, if my shit does not work, right, all you gotta do is just find the nearest Latino around, like, whatever, and it's gonna get up there. We're gonna get it on the phone. It requires
so you want me to wait? So you saying go find another person?
Yeah, just find
and bring them back because it's not working. And how that's helping me?
It could be another black Jew.
He said you get to watch.
Yeah.
I'm gone, bro. I'm on the train.
But the thing is,
my cousin coming to get my stuff. Ain't nobody playing with all that.
Us probably men, we need to recharge, right? And sometimes the cure is, right, we just need to touch a different woman so we could kind of rebuild our energy back again. And then we'll
Why
come.
You think they got makeup and wigs, baby? You want a Latina? Okay, papi. Hola, ¿cómo estás? What
There
you
you go.
about, bro? Like, come on.
Look at
You
look at
can
he's
have
sweating right now.
whatever
Look at him.
you
He's sweating.
want.
Look at him sweating.
Yeah,
Look at him.
I'm
He's
pretty
sweating.
nervous. Look at him. He about to pull out his sombrero now. He nervous.
Yeah, look at his
You keep playing with him, chocolate. He gonna show up to your house with a mariachi band with a condom on.
I'm not playing. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna tell you a quick story.
Okay.
I was coming home from the store. Well, no, I was walking Roscoe, and it was kind of late. And I'm coming back to the crib, and a man was following me, right? And I'm like, okay, I don't want to have to fight. But anyway, that wasn't the point. But anyway, so I come in the house, I shut the door, whatever, and then he knocks on the door. Talking about, can he get to know me? Can he come up? What? It's the audacity for me. But that's the kind of stuff dudes do, but they don't tell their friends they weird like that. You know how many times I've had I pay for you diamond situations where dudes is crazy outside trying to come over. My
That's
ex
just love. They just expressing their love in a very weird way. No, I'm just joking.
Like, no, it's funny to me now because that shit was crazy. Like I said, I had a dude throw his stuff out the car. He didn't want me to go home.
I think you and another woman could be
Baby,
better
I've
than
always been a team player. Okay, I did all of that. Cook, clean, did laundry, took care of people, mama. Was your friend? Was your cousin? Your playmate? But if the man ain't worth it, though, ruthless. And I'm gonna tell you this. You know how many times I was told by black men, because I've only had like deep relationships, long-term relationships with black men. And so when I'm with you, I want you to talk to me. I want to know who you are as a person. Do you know how many times I heard men say to me, they was like, oh, I just, sometimes I don't feel like I'm worth it, or I don't know why you being nice to me, and just real weird shit like that, because they don't know how to take me just being me, which is you in a comfort space. This is your space. I'm gonna make sure it's comfortable for you.
Listen,
you know what I mean? I want you.
I'm just gonna dip her down real good, and I'll see you next time. But we have to. I mean, it's just better. It's better when you don't see all that shit right there. We're being fucked up.
I need some references. You talking a lot of shit.
Chocolate, if you could tell me all that good shit for me, I'm gonna dick you down so good, so much better than before. And then
you would have a heart attack.
Oh my God!
Oh, I would break you in half, sir. I would break you in half now.
That's what I'm saying. That's your reward, and the conversation shit. You can say whatever you want, and I'm gonna do what I do. And
no, I'm gonna tell you. I know I'm gonna tell you the truth. Do you have insurance? That's why I don't date old dudes. Like I don't. You know.
Oh,
you might have a pacemaker. You might. I can't. I don't want to be responsible for that. You know what I'm saying?
Responsible for what?
She's gonna put you on bro.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I'm not calling 911. I'm gonna leave like that one girl did. Left that man on the boat.
Don't flatter yourself. My nickname is Daddy, so I ain't ever about no shit like that.
Hold on, sir. I have references. Okay, I have references.
I'm Daddy.
Okay.
I'm Daddy.
Yeah.
I got receipts too.
Oh, you somebody's daddy? Good for you.
Go on my IG.
Congratulations.
Go on my IG. But anyway,
no, I don't.
Don't go on my IG because you gonna be like, damn.
You scared me, ruthless. No. Go ahead. Not for the reasons you think.
Sexual performance is not lacking in my department. But what I would say this, right? Men, we do not reveal yourself to these women. Do not be emotionally vulnerable with these women. Okay. The worst thing you can do. It turns her off. It turns her off. You need to be the general.
Who does it turn off? As a woman, you are wrong, sir. You are incorrect.
When you got to say, oh, baby, I did this for you.
No, sir,
I did it for you. And Baba, you say, you know what you say? What you say, thank you, baby. I'm going to take you upstairs. I'm going to break you off.
How you going to tell me? It don't always work, sir.
Wait, guys, real quick. Let me finish this video off because we only got like 4 minutes into it. I know people want to see some more contents of this, so hold your thoughts, real quick, right?
This old man is pimping y'all young, dumb A-words.
Oh, she mad 'cause
Y'all are
she ain't in
gonna
the
have
water.
so many infections. This generation needs a lot of praying. This goes against God's will. I will pray for y'all. It's a lot of negative stuff.
We get a lot of different reactions. We have good reactions, but we have majority of negative reactions, of course. We are insecure. We don't know our worth. They be like, they're young. Well, how old do we need to be to date?
I feel like people think we're playing because we're young, but like we take this serious. Some people are just mad because they don't have what we have. Like they want this. People don't understand that we're not in a relationship with just Jerome. Like we're in a relationship with each other.
Oh, Jerky might.
So my sibling Unique is coming over, and it's gonna be interesting.
I tell you.
So as far as with me and my relationship with my family, it's more of I really didn't care how they felt. My brother, you know, he was the only one that, you know, I felt like he had a problem with, and I really value his, you know, opinion because that's my big brother. So I thought I'd be seeing you.
Hey. Why you looking all sexy?
I ain't seen you in a long time.
When we was younger, you used to say that, you know, you couldn't be with one woman because of simple fact one woman could possess what you wanted.
Yeah.
You got 5.
Mm-hmm.
Is all that collectively fulfilling you?
I mean, I feel like
you fulfill them.
I feel like I found already that one woman that fulfilled me in every way. So now it's more of just like it's not me trying to find fulfilledness within a woman no more. It's more of me trying to build a generation because I know I got kids.
I like that.
So it's not looking for that no more. Speaking of the queen, there she is now.
Oh, well, look.
Oh my God, it's so nice to see you.
Hey. How are you?
How you doing? I'm good.
That's good.
So what did you think about me and Jerome opening up our relationship when you heard?
I laughed at it. I thought y'all was just a big joke. I thought y'all was on some freaky type till I actually seen what y'all was doing. Once I got to see y'all on social media and seeing the businesses y'all started doing and the advocacy y'all started doing and just everything y'all started doing collectively, I was like, okay, I like that.
I'm glad you guys are having this talk right now.
Me too. We're going to have to keep doing this more often.
And we will. There's more pressure on a man being poly than it is on a woman. Honestly, it's 20 times easier on a woman, if you ask me, than it is on a man, especially when it comes to mental, when it comes to sex, and when it comes to everything else. Okay, everybody, y'all know what time it is. Everybody, it's energy circle time.
So when it comes to conflict and tension, poly is good because when you do have those tough conversations, it's kind of like you have a mediator. Any conflict, we really to pretty much have that energy circle. We do this weekly or as much as needed.
Is there anything that anybody want to speak on? Like you said, you feel like T have something that she's holding in.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you holding something in just by your energy.
Yeah, I just feel in my head a lot. I just been in my head.
You feel like you need more time with me.
I feel like we don't really talk for real. Like, I don't know, like just like one-on-one.
I feel like you're right. You have been working a lot, you know, when I'm not dealing with the kids and all of that stuff. That's something that I feel like it's on me to be able to do and be able to give you. Now, I wanted to ask you guys something. How much do y'all feel like y'all are equal?
1 through 10?
1 through 10. And how you feel like you being loved?
I would say a 7.
What about you?
5.
I'm gonna say 9.
I'm saying 6.
Okay. I would say a 10. I would say it's definitely dope. I would say y'all been doing great. You're Jazz. So I didn't think yours would be a 7 at all.
Okay, maybe I answered the question wrong.
Okay, so Jazz needs more love, T needs more attention.
Bring it in.
This one too.
I do feel like once you do poly with the right people, you would never want to go back. It's going to be hard to
hit
go
pause
back
real
to
quick,
being
M3.
monogamous.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I make my life harder.
Homegirl that said 5. I'm telling you, she gonna be the first one to break away. She got some side dick forming up. I'm telling you, that's the weak link.
And then you replace her immediately.
So anyway, point to, is it this one you say?
Yeah, the one that said she was the one that said 5.
I agree with
There was a
Sister
5 and a 6, right?
I think she wants to be the soul. She's starting to get more selfish. So you're right. She will be the first one to walk away, I think.
Why you keep saying selfish?
Because that's what it's coming to. She says she wants more, right?
But if she just changed her mind, why can't you just say that? Like,
no, I'm just saying she's being selfish, right? Because she's already signed up for this, and now she wants more than other girls because she's been more selfish.
and that's okay because she changed her mind. It's just like you said. What did you just say? You said if one leave, you're gonna rotate out. So why do you care?
Yeah. She been replaced like probably 24 hours.
This is sounding illegal. I'm just gonna say.
This is practice in Utah.
The show. No. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you, not the show. I'm talking about you. The more you talk, the more I'm gonna check Crime Stoppers when I get off here. So y'all go ahead.
Okay. Check them if you want to. I'm still gonna be daddy.
Yeah, that's the issue I see with some of these, because it almost kind of seems like, do y'all think a little bit that they fake it for the camera a little bit?
Well, of course.
With the floor talk and stuff.
But aren't they? I mean, but they're on a show. Like, I mean, what do you expect them to do? Like, unless it's like a reality show where they there all the time. Of course, they all decided to wear the same clothes. Of course, this is a representation, not the full on.
I didn't even recognize that.
Day to day. You ain't recognize they all dressed the same?
Nah, until you said that, I'm like, damn, okay.
Guys, look, you gotta come on, see, it's all the hidden gems in there. No, I'm just playing. But in all sincerity, I don't think women are as daft as some may think. I understand. I know a few people who are in relationships like this. You know, of course, like anything, human beings have tried. This ain't new. You can find this in any history book, in any culture where men had harems. Men would go and have their people go and kidnap women if it was attractive. Too bad, because you was about to get married to some old man. So yeah, this stuff, and it still goes on. It still goes on. But I mean, I wish them the best. I mean, if it's good, it's good. If one leaves, so what? Maybe it ain't for them no more. I mean, it happens. And then you got people that stay together forever, right? Like, I don't know how I would be acting if I was on here with a whole bunch of broads talking about we together.
You would definitely be a problem.
I just don't see it. I am selfish. So I wouldn't want to share my man with another woman.
Yeah, this is why you have to be by yourself. So you have to be by yourself, Chocolate Earth.
Well, here's the thing, right?
I know that. Like, who said I am by myself? What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying this is why. Because the problem, here's the thing, Chocolate Earth. I'm not disagreeing.
It's the
you have a right to want to be selfish, but here's the problem of being selfish, right? If you even let's just take away from the 3 women, right? 2 extra women. Let's just say it's monogamy, right? This is one you and him. Women are still being more selfish as the relationship goes on, and this is why they end up leaving. So, no matter how you paint this picture, right? Selfishness will destroy any woman's true feelings for a man eventually, and she's going to go her separate way. So you might as well enjoy it while it lasts. That's all you can do.
You know, let me second to this part, right? Because I do have a story, right? So there was 2 Latinas, right? I'm really good friends with. But, however, because they couldn't get along, because one person did not want to share the friendship with the other Latina woman. And, you know, and women do try. Some women do try to be friends, kumbaya, all this other good stuff. But I'll say there's Latino 1, Latino 2, right? Because usually it's always the first one that eventually gets jealous, right? And they be possessive. Woman number 1 try to get her out the way for whatever reason, but it didn't work. And eventually, you know, things fell apart, and I had to cut off Latino number 1 because some people, they couldn't really handle sharing a friendship with another person. I know this sounds weird. I'm talking about friendship, and I'm talking about relationship. But you have people that's like that, that's possessive like that. I mean, hell, like even went to
Was there any intimacy going on? I just had that one question.
No. I said they're friends. I'll make that clear, you know. And if they was listening, you'll know what I'm talking about, friends. But no, there was no intimacy at all. It just there's people that are possessive that's like that, unfortunately. So,
but I mean, because I know as guys, man, we'll say like, you know, if you ask most guys, you're like, man, you got game, you good with the ladies, do you have confidence and stuff? And you know, of course, majority of guys gonna be like, yes. But so if guys are saying that, shouldn't a woman be a little bit possessive? Because I couldn't imagine no female wanting to share me, man, on some real shit. That's why I just can't see a lot of this. So I guess that's why it gets weird for me. I'm like, man, I just can't see her wanting to share me with nobody else, man.
See that, and that's the thing, Sophisticated Joe. You've been trained, so it's understandable. Right? Most men.
Why are you trying to make it seem like it's a bad thing? This isn't history.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's.
Yes, you are. You were trained.
What I'm saying is, he's been trained, right? You can tell. He said, "I feel weird. Another woman wouldn't want him to share me, right?"
No, he feels weird about y'all. He feels weird about you.
Oh, he's talking about the women. He's talking about his wife, right?
Well, just any. I mean, you wouldn't feel. You don't think like a woman will fall that deep for you to not want to share you with nobody else?
Well, it depends on how you start. Is how you feel, right? If you promise her all these things, of course, right? But now, if up front, if you're saying, "Hey, I'm not going to do all that. I have other women and other interests that I'm gonna stay with," then she's left to make a call, right? To say either I'm going to accept him for who he is, which is a true example of true love, right? Or I'm going to walk.
My brain cells is burning. What are you talking about? Giving women a whole bunch of stuff. Why are you trying to make it out to be like we don't have the ability to love y'all stinking ass?
Don't lose all your hair, girl.
Oh, baby, this is all mine, honey. Don't worry about my hair.
I said don't lose it.
You need
I said don't lose it. You're about to pull it all
No,
out.
I said my brain cells was boiling. They ain't got nothing to do with my hair. I was just moving.
Here's the question I have for you.
No, don't ask me nothing, sir.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you with me because who I'm not fucking? Or are you with me for who you truly love me? Which one is it?
What's that got to? That's a dumb question.
Let's
I'm
answer
gonna
the
keep it on.
Let's answer the question.
It's a dumbass question. Of course, it's both. Why can't it be both? Why can't I be
Because
into you mentally?
Let me tell you why.
No, you can't tell me why. Hold on, stop, Rufus. Because you can't tell me shit. You're not a woman. You've never had a vagina and you've never dated men. So please be quiet and let me say what I'm gonna say. I know you do. That's what's wrong with you guys. Stop worrying about it.
I love vagina.
That's why you got all them women. Yes, right. You love it. Great. So anyway, all that extra bullshit that you're adding to it is unfair, biased, and it ain't even true. Like, I have been in love before. I know what that feels like. You know what that's like to want to breathe in the person that I wanted to be with. And the one thing I learned is,
and you got rid of him.
What are you? How did I get rid of him? You know he was there.
You walked away from him.
You was there. You was there.
You were in love with him so much that you left his ass.
So what? You can love. Yeah, you can love somebody and leave.
Okay, there it is. There. So we understand that love.
There's what. You're not even asking me any detail. You ain't asked me one time. Did he do anything to make me?
You said you was in love with him. Love conquers all, right?
No, bullshit.
Exactly.
You ain't even asked me that question because you don't want to deal with that part. You want to make it seem like women are these dudas and the only thing you could do to wind us up is to buy us shit. Think about what you're saying. You too old to be talking like that out here to people. Like, come on, that's not how it is. You act like women out here begging for men. No, stop. Because it's not even cute. It's not even funny.
Nobody's saying that. What I'm saying is,
you wrong for that.
if you love me because I'm not fucking,
No. Just deal with what I said. You a man, right?
So
as a man to a woman, deal with what I'm saying. Right, because you can. You want obedience because you don't want to get called out on your bullshit. That is what's wrong with you.
Hey,
so
Jerk, you love your obedience.
Hold on. Stop. Because I let you. No, because I didn't let you sit up here and make all kinds of
boy, she take your head off.
You don't know shit about me. You don't know shit about me. You ain't asking shit.
I'm talking to Jerk.
You're full of shit. Like I thought. My apologies. I take it all back.
Jerk said he so weird. You hear what he said, Jerk? Jerk was over.
I heard what Jerk said. He was talking about weird of not having someone called DP.
Jerk was like,
you want to laugh at it because you don't know what it feels like. You don't know. So you can't hit on people
to bet that
been in love. You
That's
can't do that because you're not willing to be open. My thing is, I think you've been hurt. I think you've been hurt to the point you don't trust anybody. So you put women in this position to keep yourself valid for you. Okay. But anywho, like I said, no,
you guys are great in bed.
You have said nothing but negative things about everything I've said up here.
I'm joking.
You ain't said one positive thing to me.
I get
that one.
Hey, women, let me tell you what you guys are great at. When you bent over and I'm stroking. Hey,
you don't know.
Can't nobody beat that. Hey, that's what you guys are great at. And if you stick to that, you guys will be greater later.
You know what? This is why I'm gonna tell you something, Jerk. I was just in a panel where it was just all women. We was all talking. These are all professional women. They are all smart, no kids, no baby daddies, all that trope they try to hang on you. Just single professional women talking about why is it so hard to find someone to date? Why is it so hard to find someone that you can connect with? We don't want your money anymore. We don't want your trinkets. We want what's up here, but y'all are too afraid to be open like that. But then you expect me to be obedient, submissive, and vulnerable with you? I'm putting my life in your hands, man. And you take it that simply, then you don't deserve to have women in your life. And I say that for any man to think like that. Because women are fucking gem. No, I'm not. I'm not a quitter. No.
You left all of them.
No.
You just said it.
Why? But why are you? Do you think that hurt me or something that makes you feel good to say that to me over and over again?
Yeah, I was gonna say we good. There's more video left.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's go. You ain't gotta do that.
Yeah, actually, like when we stopped, we only had like at least like a few more seconds. So, yeah, let me go ahead and play this real quick.
When I can have
especially with the right people. When you actually just take a chance and just understand and see that people can love differently, it really don't matter what you have or how you have it. I feel like it comes in all forms and shapes and sizes.
Yeah, I thought it was more left. But just Rufus, real quick, what you were saying. I'm saying for the female, so it ain't about being conditioned. I do know, like, if you know, you got a certain female and she fall for you, man, she ain't trying to share you like that. That's all I'm saying.
but guess what? Here's what you gotta look at. Do you know how many women rappers and entertainers have? So many women, right? That want them, that go after them, that chase them, pay plane tickets, pay the money to go see them. And they know they got all these bitches, right? But they still want them. It don't stop them from wanting them. So once again, right, women chase the men with the most options ever, right? This is what they do. And then they turn around and get a guy that they have to settle for and say, I want everything. You better not even look at another vagina, right? So that is a walking paradox. You can chase.
I don't think it's that, man. I think the guys, because like you said, if somebody's chasing you for status and resources, then yeah, that's where it's typically transactional to a certain degree, and that's when I think somebody would be cool with you doing whatever. But I think if somebody has that desire for you and they truly want you, they don't want to share that.
No,
so that's why I think the two dynamics happen.
this is where I'm going to give you right. But if they truly love you, they don't care how many women you have, right? They're going to be with you no matter what.
This is disturbing.
As well, right? Right?
What was that again? I didn't catch it.
So if she loves you because who you're not fucking, right? She gonna love you no matter who you fucking. If she loves you, she down with you, she down with you.
I don't know, man. I think it's a little more nuanced because don't get me wrong. I think there's females that would be cool with it, but I think some are just, I don't think it's a conditioning thing. I just think it's how they feelings are going to be. You know, you see what I'm saying?
It's how much they love you. If you look good enough, if you're everything they want, they don't care. There's women out here being side pieces all day long. All day long.
You might as well be playing football. You done ran all the way. Just go on and kick it, because you done ran it all the way down to the goalpost. What are you talking about, sir?
There are women out here in side relationships. They know that he has a wife.
Where are you at?
Their roles.
Oh, well, news.
What I'm saying is, women, if they love you enough, they don't care if you have or not.
Men, they say they love you and will be cheating too. Men say these things too. Men do these things too. We just do that as human beings. No, stop. You not give it credit of human traits. If you a cheater, you a cheater. It ain't no man and woman thing.
That's what this video is about. This guy said he couldn't stop cheating, so he met a girl he finally liked, right? And he said, "Look, baby,
well, at least he could be honest with himself. You are not. You are full of hot air.
Chocolate, you know how she proved her love to him? She went out
I don't know,
and got him another woman. She went out and got him one woman and said, look, I know that you are the way you are. I'm going to sacrifice my selfishness and display selflessness and give you, here's 3 more women.
Why are you trying to put it? It's damn biblical twist on it.
That's what the
Noah in the boat. What is you talking about? It's just people that made a decision to be together. You are just trying to make it out to be. What the holy?
The video. This is what the video's about. He couldn't stop cheating.
I know.
So he went out and got more women. So he didn't have to.
No, you adding. You are. No, you are adding.
No, I mean, technically, that's what the video is about.
That's what it's about, Chocolate.
Okay, thanks, gaslighters. I know exactly what the video was about. You know what I'm saying. You're talking about something else. I'm bullshitting. Bruh, stop calling my name, because you don't know me now.
Or Earth Chocolate, which one you like better?
First of all, you either, for you to talk to me or continue a conversation, one, you need to apologize for calling me a quitter, because you have no idea what happened in my relationship. No, you asked. I've never told you. So
you told me we can run this back. I'm gonna let it go. But you said I left all my men, every last one of them.
No, I said you can apologize for calling me a quitter. You don't know anything about it.
I should do no such thing.
Okay, so
I'm not a quitter. No, please don't do no anyways. This is how things continue. Hold on. He just apologized. He's the one that made it personal. But because I'm asking for him to acknowledge it, now I have to be okay.
No. We're not actually to do anything or whatever. But right now, I'm just letting you guys know that most likely we're going to get ready to wrap things up. If you guys want to talk more about these issues, right, you feel free to talk about it right behind the scenes. That's all I'm just saying. I didn't hear what you said. What say, Rufus?
She gonna want me to pull up then. Chocolate Earth, you talking about?
What are you saying? What?
Oh, nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Let's play the video one more time.
I know you a mumbler. I couldn't hear anything you said.
Well, the video's already over now. You know, we already started.
Yeah, it's over. It was pretty short.
But yeah, no, I'm just trying to get the main things. I'm just trying to get to the main point of it, right? The premise of the video. Look, I mean,
what I see in this video is, listen, brothers out here, and this is not necessarily for sophisticated judgment because he's happy in his situation.
Okay.
But if you are a serial cheater, if just can't make it through the process without having another girl, be honest about who you are, stand on it, right? And own it. And you'll see that you're going to get your dreams will come true. Because you see this guy, that's what he did. He stood on it. You know, he said, stop lying to these women. He stopped lying to them, talking about, oh, I'm willing to be with you, and you're the only one, knowing that he's going to go out and probably want some more, right? So he said, you know, I need to be honest because this is just bad for my mental health, right? And bad for her mental health. So the thing you can do with these women is be honest up front from the very beginning. Don't let it go 3, 4, 6 months. Be honest up front and say, look, baby, you're cute. I love your personality. I need some taste of I'm dealing with multiple women and I'm not giving them up for you. I want you here. I want you here. I want you to be a part of this. You know, I really dig your swag. You know what I'm saying? If you're down, we can work this out. But if you're not, you got to go. And that's just, we got to be that way.
So that's the same thing, like if you just have a rotation, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But you got to be honest, though. That's the only way it can be effective.
I mean, I get the honesty part, right? Because I mean, like, well, you'll definitely be blessed if you find the right one for you. But
M3 said he about to lie out here. Shout out to M3. He said I ain't about to be honest about shit.
Right, keep that separate. Keep it on the hush. That's it. There you go.
I'm just looking at the reality of it. The reality is, man, like, look, when you're just dealing like with a rotation and none of them are yours, you're not even obligated to even like tell them everything. You know what I mean? And you're not even obligated to even lie to them. But let's just say, hey, look, I got one person who's into me, and now all of a sudden I got 10 people who are into me. Okay, cool. Am I going to tell all 10 women that, hey, look, y'all cool and all, I'm glad y'all into me and all that, and I'm digging you, but there's multiple women I'm digging? No, they ain't gonna want to hear that. And I'm not even saying like lie to them, like be deceitful, but I'm just saying like if they don't even belong to me to begin with, what's the point?
And this is where you're wrong at. Because it has to start somewhere. Now, if you do it your way, lie to them first, and then try to tell the truth, now they're gonna call you a liar and leave you anyway, nigga.
Oh, no. If they ask me something, I'm not gonna like. Here's the thing: it's a difference if they don't ask me versus me volunteering. Now
that's omission.
Like, you know, hey,
that's
like,
omission. You know, M3, that's omission, and you're submitting, and you're actually being a coward now.
No, it ain't me being.
You're submitting to them.
But so hold on, Ruthless, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So telling the truth are M3's method, say omission. Which one's gonna have, I'll say, easier access to that situation? What's gonna be an easier path?
The truth. Now, I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's less chaos, and also it helps you to see who really rocks with you. Now, here's the deal. For every point, to your point, I'm gonna support you on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might want to give up monogamy, but you want to see, if you really want to see who's really for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be honest up front to see, are they with you because they want to control you? Or are they with you because they truly down with you? And if these women are stepping up to the plate, saying, you know what? Because I am for you, I'm cool, whatever, it may help you to move towards monogamy again, right? I'm just saying, it doesn't mean...
Okay, well, that's a difference if my end goal was to be non-monogamous. Then it's like anything goes, you know, because I'm trying to sell a pitch that, hey, I want you on my team. But if you're just a woman, right?
You want more than one woman. That's what you're looking for. Like, you want to...
No. I'm just putting that pitch out there because he said eventually maybe I want to be non-monogamous. So I'm telling him if I was going to that route to be non-monogamous, like being polyamorous or whatever, then of course I want to pitch that to him because that's my whole intent. But my intent is basically, I'm gonna weed you out, see what you're about, until I know for sure you are the right one. There's no need for me to even talk about all the other women. To me, I'm like, it's not about me being a coward. It's like, nigga, I don't care. You know what I mean?
You don't have that much time.
Yeah, it's like basically like what is
I'm sorry. You don't have much time for what?
All that. When you meet her, listen, when you meet her and you guys are hitting on all four cylinders, she's digging you, you digging her. It's best to be honest and upfront. Look, check it out. I'm digging you. I think you're cool, but this is how I roll. Because if you try to sit here and prolong it, then it could be an end of wasting your time because you're like, oh, I'm not ready.
Okay. So you mean do it early. Do it as soon as
do it right out the
possible.
front. Do it right out the gate, right? Because then you can gauge, and she has a chance to stay or go, right? You give her the option, and she feels more empowered. Because if you just drag it out, oh, let me get to know you and talk to her, and you call on the phone, FaceTiming, and then you tell her 3 months down the line, well, I think you could be, I want to put you part of the team. She gonna like, why'd you see? And she tell you if she walks, you wasted 3 months. When you could have had another one who is for this. That's all. You waste of time. Don't waste time.
I think okay.
So is it a numbers game? Because it sounds like it's like, what is it like? Are we playing blackjack here? Like, what is?
No.
Like, what is the goal of the type of woman you trying to? Like, because I don't hear the type. We got to see the type of women he like. Like petite women.
Hold on. Let me.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think I want to know what the type of women I like, right? But look, let me just break this down.
Why not?
Trust me, it always
I like
goes
big, hairy, sweaty men. I like men to be at work and dirty and come home. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like musk. I like the blue dicky outfit. I love that shit. Like, yeah,
okay, but
I'm a cat caller for the construction people. That's me. I'm driving up. What's good?
Okay, I get you. But let me clarify this real quick, right? So this ain't Rufus, right?
I'm sorry.
It's like this. I'm operating the way how pretty much women will operate when it comes to dating. Okay, look, it don't matter about the feelings. It don't matter about anything. You're just trying to get to know the person, and that's it. And if that person, and you know that person, and that person not connected with you, then disregard it. You know, because you're gonna have another person that you're gonna have the opportunity to speak and talk to, right? And so basically, if I'm doing like, let's say, dating on the internet, and I'm talking to prospects, I don't care about wasting nobody's time. I mean, well, here's the thing. I don't want nobody's time to be wasted, but the thing is, you're gonna have to put the time in anyways. So either way, you could try to avoid not wasting your own time, but time is definitely gonna be spent because you're trying to build and get to know until you find that certain person that you could really be like, you know what? Not only she has a good personality, but she's hella attractive as well too, because you want to be greedy like that. For me, I'm greedy. That's where the showerness comes from. I want them all. And and I ain't about
like
to sell.
Pokemon? Not like Pokemon. Is it Pokemon? Catch 'em all? Who is it?
Yeah, I mean, but I say that for a certain type of group of women.
Come on.
Yeah. But I like to
Now I want to know M3. I can't help it. Now you done pulled the ghetto out. Now what kind of women you like? Please, I need to know. You want to end the show, but I want to know now. Like I'm intrigued. Like I'm invested. Like I don't care about nothing else. Like
I would disclose this to the public, right? But see, we gotta
okay. Well, hurry up, end the show then, because I want to know.
If somebody don't want to donate to the Cash App, the Venmo, or the PayPal, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, is that what we gotta do? Is that what I gotta do? Get on there and get on my channel, start telling stuff. I go tell something. Come on over there. I'll tell you something.
Okay, whatever. But look, since nobody don't want to donate here or whatever, and look, I know like the people that chat pretty stingy, so we're gonna go ahead and end the live because otherwise we'll be off topic. Salute to Wally. Wally putting the peace sign.
What's good, Wally?
Glasses.
Thank you. Thanks for having me up.
Yeah. Extortion based. Yeah, I'm paying for my extortion. Hey, look, like it comes like with a B, right? You want to know what I like? You know, hey. But anyways, though, thank you everybody for tuning to Knowledge Relationships Talks Tuesdays. Again, if you guys really want to know, man, like, hey, drop in the Cash App. I'll give you guys one more minute. You know what I mean? So, you know, donations like Dr. Umar. But if you guys don't want to donate, hey, you know, it's okay. I don't.
Oh, how much? So what do you want money for? To extend the show, or just for 1 minute, or for however dollar a minute?
To tell what kind of women he like. To tell that what kind of women he like.
I will tell you guys publicly right now with no shame of what I like.
Yes,
I don't think you should do it. You got cussed out last time. Yeah, y'all.
Well, so
hey, we're in my territory now. I ain't tripping.
We're gonna have a vote. We're gonna have a vote. The panelists, Sophisticated Jerk, Shock Earth. Y'all want to continue this conversation?
Ain't about no vote.
Come on, man. Anthony, come on, man. Give him about 15 minutes, man. Come on, man.
We can do 15 minutes.
We're gonna give the money. We're gonna give the money. No, we're gonna give the money. Hold on, let me do the vote. Do y'all want to continue this conversation? And I'll pay for us to have more time.
All right. Yeah, go ahead, Uncle Rufus.
What's good?
Jerk, you ready to go? You ready to continue, Jerk?
Yeah, we can continue.
Yeah, I'm
ready. I'm gonna send you the money right now.
Okay, wait. It's gonna be 50 and up.
I'm finna cash out you.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now
you put the surprise.
Hey, it better not be
I
too
promise.
How long? How much? It's gonna be 50. I'm gonna send you 50. How's that?
Yeah, sure.
How long for that? That'll be good.
Shout out to Ruthless, big bread over there.
Yeah.
Look, can I get 50 for the question?
But I thought y'all had a good conversation as far as telling the truth and lying. So M3, you're saying like you just don't owe them like all those details because you're just in initial stages of dating. So
yeah, like I'm not about to, I don't see myself building with them for that long anyways. Now, if I'm serious with that person, of course, like, hey, you know, you're gonna know something, right? But by then, you're gonna be the one that's gonna be chosen. And then the other rest, I'm just gonna let them know, like, hey man, it was fun, but I found one.
If I was $50, how long is that for?
I'll give you just enough for my story of like, and I'll break it down full details. The way how I get the 50
I'm
like 30
ready.
minutes.
Does it 30 minutes? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
He about to tell it. Y'all got some dun music? Come on, get it in. I want to know.
I got to see that cash out first though, so I can start my tell all be all.
Don't panic. Keep the brakes tight.
He coming up with all kinds of stuff, bro. Go on, spit it out, brother. You manifested it. You said pay for my time, and there you are.
Hey, okay. You know, hey, shout out to Rufus. Hey, one day I'll say for sure, man. Like Rufus is definitely a man of his word, and when he wants to know the truth, he gets real ruthless with it, right? So look, everybody. So Rufus did send me a cash app, okay?
Shout out to Ruthless.
$50. I know you can't see it, but
don't dox the homie. Don't dox him.
No. It got his YouTube name.
About to tell all this. All right, we waiting, sir. Let's go.
Them chicks on his roster already gonna whoop his ass for saying he might have some favorites sometimes. So he already gonna catch that backlash when he get done with his live. So.
Oh shit!
How could you not have favorites? Like one come in, unless they all come into your life at the same time. I mean, I wouldn't even pretend like if I had.
What was you saying, Rufus?
Well, all my girls are bad bitches, so they all my favorite. And it's
First of all, I would never refer to the men in my life that way. Like, that's so ridiculous. But I mean,
you're delusional.
It is.
All right, look. Well, hold on, everybody. So look, it's 8:00 right now.
Why are you trying to come from my neck?
Because each interruption, that's also included. So look, from 8:00 to 8:30, you're gonna know what MP likes. You're gonna know why he likes this particular group. And if y'all get offended, remember, I'm getting paid for this. All right. So anyway, here we go, man. Let me go ahead and I want to close a little banner out there. Also, please be advised, right, that what I will say discussed is not political, clinical, financial, medical, nor legal advice. All this is for information and entertainment purposes only. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, fam, and share. And also, please be advised that the opinions of the panelists, the chat, is not necessarily the viewpoints of what I will look at. So if y'all disagree with what I like and who I like and how I like that, hey, that's on you. Okay? Anyways.
Oh, shit.
All right. So so you ready, Ruthless?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Hold on, man. I might pay you 50 to do this. Can we match?
Oh no! Come on, I want to know. It's killing me now. Let's go.
I ain't trying to see you getting that work again, man. I saw you get that work the other day, man. I don't know if I want to see that again.
Oh no! What happened?
Wait. What happened?
Y'all
So wait.
What was it? The chat or the panel?
No.
Y'all don't think I'm wild out.
We're gonna let that go. We're gonna let that go because that wasn't like on. That wasn't on my segments, right? So we're not gonna talk about that, you know. And I'm still cool with one of them. So, so this is what it is, right? So I'm a multicultural guy, but at one point I was not like that. I used to be pro-black in some cases, and
hold on, you when you say pro-black, you had the Afro pick and the dashiki on Dr. Umar type pro-black, or
oh no,
come on, man, you gotta give us details. Ruthless up paid $50, man. Don't be trying to breeze over like this.
Okay. No, I got you.
Did you wear the black soap and all that?
Yeah,
that type of pro-black.
The African chain, yeah, like the African chain and
everything. Type of jackets or whatever, right? So like,
okay.
You know, I was real with my blackness or whatever. And here's the thing, right? I'm not shitting on sisters because I still love my black queens. I love y'all. Y'all my priority. Can no one love me hard like a black woman? But also too,
that's I'm about to shit on black chick statements whenever somebody's whenever they give that intro.
You see my face. I'm like, this is bullshit. Just think about the.
Look, anyways,
can we just
right?
leave black women out of it? Okay, so you used to date black women, used to be on for it. Okay.
No, I used to be married to a black woman.
Hey, look, congratulations. Okay.
Well,
great.
Well, it was right, but you know,
right.
I mean, I guess I can't go to personal details of what happened in our marriage, but what I think was that it was just unfortunate psychological and mental circumstances, right? That kind of led.
Right, it happened.
Yeah. And you know, and I still have love for that particular person till this day. No love lost on that one. But I have a thing, and maybe that might be a fetish, like a foot fetish, but I have a fetish for like Latino women, right?
Wow, what? I'd have never guessed. God damn. Wow, that blew me away.
I know, right? Right? But here's the thing, right? But over time,
man, that's what I waited for.
Hold on. But over time, it's not even just with Latino women, but it's like with all different women's and stuff, right? So look, and maybe that's probably what you waited for. But hey, I got $50, so I'm still going to prolong my story, right? But I'll tell you.
So hold on, I'm trying to catch the details. So why'd you make that correlation to like a foot fetish with Latinas?
Because here's the thing, right? Because every time, like, when I always express to my female black friends, right, that, hey, like, I got a thing for Latinas, they treat it as like it's just like some type of fetish. So I'm saying it in a more condescending type of way because for whatever reason, black people cannot accept or black women cannot accept a man liking or prioritizing another nationality of women over them. They get offended. They think I'm shaming them, but I like what I like. And it's a heavy story with like behind. Okay, go ahead, Chocolate Earth.
The views of M3 don't reflect on Mr. Soapbox, our jerk.
Don't worry, M3, stay strong. Wear that baby badge.
Absolutely.
Here's my thing, M3.
You got something to say?
Yes, I was being facetious. I figured you like Latino women. I've heard you say it before. But that's just me because I pay attention and I listen closely. And that's fine. I mean, I have a thing for a certain type of men. Like I said, like that's not, I think that's where we get lost, is where we think that what we like is there's a problem. It's not a problem. I mean, the world is filled with all kinds of stuff. Like, if you like sucking toes, bro, that's your business. Thumbs up. Like, I mean, as long as you ain't hurting nobody and you are doing what makes you happy with the person you with, like, who like, we care too much about it. Like, I'm happy for you. I done went out. I done dabble. You know what I'm saying? I done had a little bit of Baskin Robbins 35 flavors. You know what I mean? So, I mean,
what were some of the flavors? What were some of the flavors, Chocolate? You ever mess with like an Italian, European, or what were we looking at?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so a nice little Italian gelato.
He was Sicilian, Puerto Rican, let's see, Middle Eastern, African.
God damn.
Okay.
And native.
NATO.
Indigenous, yeah.
You said indigenous?
Oh, and Mexico. Yeah.
Indigenous to what?
Mexico. To the earth. To the United States.
You thought someone that was one with the earth. Okay.
You sound like one of those National Geographic specials.
Bro.
I am, right? Like, that's it. Because, I mean, I have, like, my mom raised me to be, she was just like, be open, you know, date. Don't ever, like, I'm very proud. I'm very pro-Black. I'm very down for my people. However, I'm very realistic to the fact that I work around the majority of the time where I was in my career. I worked around white men.
So
I didn't see a lot of Black men, you know, in the positions and in the places I was until later on. When I started becoming like an adult, like a trainer, like I was teaching customer service and stuff, I started meeting more Black men that way. But yeah, no, I've always just been around like just an eclectic group of men and stuff.
And that's the same way with me, right?
No,
that's
but I don't. But may I say something though? Let me point this out.
Okay.
Did you see how I talked about who I liked without having to say anything negative about my brothers, without having to give you some bogus explanation or say how much I love y'all? Like, it don't matter. It don't, not you, baby. It's just, I hear this all the time. You don't have to apologize for what you like. And if those Black people you talking to have a problem with it, then that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we live in a country that's a melting pot. And if we're going to gatekeep, fine. But we haven't been. So of course, it's going to put us in the light of other people. We're not in charge of what we see, what we hear. None of that. So,
because you like Latinos?
Okay, we'll say Rufus.
Your wife left you because you like Latino women, a fetish for Latino women?
No. That was totally like unorthodox. She pretty much
Rufus.
That's
so wrong. So who came for you though, M3? Who came for you because you like Latino women? People like made a big deal out of it because you like that.
It's mostly just a few, like, you know, my, you know, Black friends or whatever. Not too heavy, but definitely you can't really talk about these type of things usually on some of these panels. Again, I'm not saying nobody's names into it, right? You know, but sometimes the way how I come across and I address certain issues is me trying to actually help whenever these topics get brought up. Because if you notice, like, okay, for me, if I'm talking about women, I'm not talking about Black women specific. I'm talking about all women. Same thing if I'm talking about the brothers or whatever, right? That's every guy. But I think what happens is some people will think that I'm personally attacking Black women because I'm a Black man. And that's not even really the case. That's why, of course, I had to put my disclaimers up there, right? Just so you guys can have that understanding that where I'm coming from is not a place to hurt anyone, but it's me just being realistic with myself. And so a lot of times I tell people, whenever you guys ask me certain conversation about, you know, the Black community or whatever, look, the women that I encounter with, they compete in a certain way. And when I mean compete
to be with you, they want to be with you.
They compete for my attention.
That's right. Ooh,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's wild. That's
wait.
Just out there putting it on them. Oh Lord.
Oh man. Yo, we gotta talk after this, dog. We gotta talk after this. But go ahead, man.
Of course. Again, I'm always saying this because look, I'm getting paid, right? We got 11 minutes in, so. But my thing is like when I tell people, hey, like we gotta compete, we all have to compete. I know y'all gonna disagree on that one, and that's totally fine. That's all you guys, right?
Can I ask you this question? Like, why do you think we have to?
Interrupted.
Shut up, Rufus.
I'm paying the money. You ain't paying the dollar.
First of all, I gotta listen to this misogynist old 1950s pimp shit. $10 a question. Shut up.
I paid for this.
I got you to pay $50.
But the competition question, I think is actually a good one.
Yes, thank you.
So go ahead, Chocolate.
But he got to finish.
Why do you think?
Cut off in the middle.
Wait till I see you. I just wanted to ask before if it changed topic.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel? I don't know. Is there apprehension? Is that why you feel you have to compete? Like, who are you competing with?
That's the question, or you give a statement?
Why am I?
To be fair, right? I was. That's why I was going to answer. I was going to have that answer for the statement that I made because I was going to tell you in explanation why I keep saying that. Look, well, every person who I encounter, every person who I talk to or whatever, black men are not going to really say this, but I will say this because I'm just that type of guy. They, for whatever reason, see that other non-black women look at us like melanin is gold. Our melanin is like gold to them. Now, here's the thing. To me, I could look at it like, oh, that's like some scammer type of shit, right? They just know, like, what we're going through, and they're just using that as a way to get our attention. But it's working because, unfortunately, black people, I'm not saying all, but some feel that they don't have a connection with black women anymore. Some black women feel like they don't have a connection with the men anymore. And I'm always curious to why, but then when I see firsthand, it's like, okay, when I was at my lowest point, okay, hopefully you guys understand. When I was at my lowest point, through my whole divorce process or whatever, I would say there was only two respectful black women, right? That actually was there for me. Mr. Best, he knows. And I also and shout out to, Mr. Best and like, his peeps. But, I also have a friend who was also black, and she was also there for me as well too. But the thing is that like the other rest, especially from a particular organization that unfortunately that we was a part of, they turned their backs on me. Whether it was black people, Hispanics, whatever. But one thing I know for sure, when I was like at my lowest, the ones who pretty much will pick me up and actually be consistent and checking on me, make sure my mental health was well to do, and I'm not trying to tie it with race, but it just happens to be Latino women.
Adley, are you there?
Why is she laughing? Oh shit!
I don't know what like special Latino women y'all been around, but man, I be telling them all the time, 84. The Latinas in like New York, man, they wild as hell, man. They ratchet as fuck.
Yo, don't ever go to the BX in Uptown in 3.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
I know I would have a different.
But y'all talking about one type of women. That's a culture in itself. It's wonderful outside of
hating over there.
Jeez,
Quit hating. Stop hating, Chocolate.
I
You just
know.
you haven't been performing.
Why do
That's what it is.
You know
Thanks, Sean.
what? You know
Woman
what?
down, big
No,
time.
no, hold on real quick. If y'all don't, you know what, Rufus? You want to think that I am so unhappy or bothered in some kind of weird way. No, I actually am. I'm good. I no hate at all. I want people to be together. I knew that. I'm waiting, and yes, because I want to be good for the type of man that's gonna be good to me. I don't want just anybody.
Cognac, what you sipping on?
16
Nice
minutes.
of
If
the
you guys want me to still continue.
So,
real quick,
yeah,
I would just
like leave me
Wait,
alone.
go ahead, Jerk.
No, I was gonna say on the competition piece, man. I think the issue where you're getting pushed back is you guys are doing a bad job explaining it. Because I see what you guys are saying. I do think there's competition, but I think it's indirect. So like when I was watching the show, I like what Mr. Best said. It's like I'm not what they were kind of looking at it as. They're not going to be say like if me and Mr. Best saw a female we liked, we're not going to compete with each other for that female. Because like he said, he's like he got that level of confidence. But I do think it's like an indirect competition because it's a market at the end of the day where you know you got to present your best self out there. Whether you know you got a sense of humor, you got character, you know your spirituality's right. So I think you work on those things, and that's the competition to put yourself out there. But it's not individual competition. It's like okay, I know if I want somebody good, I got to go out here and I got to put my best self forward. That type of competition. So I think if y'all explain it like that.
Hold on, let me say this.
I like the way you put that, Jerk.
Let me say this, right? Certain people, yes, they have to compete if they want a certain type of person, right? If you want a certain type of person, you will have to compete, right? So if you are a man, right, and you want a woman that is very attractive, like my sister up here, or somebody like a Holly Berry type or something like that, you're gonna have to bring your A game. If you don't bring your A game, whatever, Chocolate. If you don't bring your A game, then guess what? Brother, she not paying you no mind. It's just the facts, right? Because she know there's another guy that is gonna bring his A game that she gonna pay attention to. Vice versa, if it's a dude and he know that he's a good looking dude, the girl's got to bring their A game. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's it. Survival of the fittest out here. That's just what it is. If me and Jerk are in the mall, right, and we see a chick, and you know he see her, I see her, right? We're not gonna compete with each other. It's just who she wanna. She see us. She see me and him walking through the mall. She looked at him. She looked at me. She gonna talk to one of us. You know what I mean? Or we could both approach her, see what her vibe is. Because I've done that plenty of times with family members and whatever.
That's happened. Yeah, that's happened to me.
You know what I mean? We respectable. We talking to her. You know what I mean? And then boom, she choose what she wants from there. And then the thing is, she might have a homegirl that might be fly. Might be fly to her.
Well,
never know.
Well, the women need to be competing because they the ones are.
I don't compete with nobody.
Yes, you do.
But me. No, I don't.
That's why you don't have.
You got 2 minutes in.
Hey, Soapbox, can we have a competition discussion on your show, man? I think that'd be a good one.
I would love that.
I think it would be good to break that down on your show.
Get that popping.
Human nature is competition, man. We compete naturally.
Blow it out the window. You can keep stretching all you want. I'm not competing.
Yeah, we'll do that, Marcus. But hold on. Let me get back to Jerk's statement real quick, right? But here's the thing, Jerk, right? No, I get what you're saying because it's a lack of explanation, but there's a point I'm trying to make, right? The reason why there's a lack of explanation, right, is because in the process of me trying to explain, I don't get the point out there because the moment I say the word competition, you see how you have Chocolate Earth's eyes rolling out? Now you're going to have people mouthing, interrupting me while I'm trying to give that explanation, and you're asking me those questions. Explain. I'm like, well, I was in the process, and I was trying to go in detail into it, but because you kept interrupting me so many times, you totally lost the point. And the point is, right, yes, it is more like an indirect way. You're pretty much damn near competing your lousy self to be better than what you're supposed to be. But here's the other thing too. I'm going to be straightforward. I ain't tripping about the men being in competition with each other, but if we're going to focus on the women, these Latino women, white women, whatever women that's into, if a woman's into you, they're going to show it. They're going to use their culture. They're going to use whatever it takes to make themselves stand out. A woman could be a 5 or a 6 and gradually try to move herself up to a 7 and 8. And it's all because like she understands the value of being, I hate to use the word submissive because it's not really that type of case. She understands the value of being wifey material. So psychologically, she's going to come at you with her culture. She's going to be like, well, in my culture, we give. In my culture, we do this. In my culture, we serve. It's the servitude that catches a man's attention. Not just making him a hot plate every single day or whatever, but it's actually showing up, being supportive, being that listening ear, and being willing to accept correction and also offer solutions as well too. That's what I get from, and I'm not shitting on y'all, but that's what I get from most women that I've encountered. That's all I was trying to say, and it is a competition because you don't see it as a competition because most women, you know, when I ask them black women, when I ask them why you don't see it as a competition.
Who are you asking me? Oh,
no. I'm just. Look, I got 8 more minutes left, right?
But you don't know. But you said women.
So when I talk to black women, my friend who is black, other black women on panels, you in particular as well too, that says you don't need to compete. The response I usually get when I ask, well, why you don't need to compete, is because you would normally say, well, I could get any guy that I want. Any guy will approach me. Why I need to compete for these men? Who cares? If they don't want me, they don't want me. That's usually what I hear. Go ahead, Chocolate Earth. I got 7 minutes anyway.
But what y'all don't understand is, or don't want to realize, is that it's just the truth. There are a lot of women that are comfortable being single and we don't compete. And I personally, I'm going to answer this question, even if you didn't ask me. Mm-hmm. Shut up, Ruthless, because you don't know unless you've been a woman. Prove it.
That's what
you don't. Anyway, dating men in comparison to what men talk about. The competition only comes, like Mr. Vest said, if you know that this is a particular guy and he is wanted by a whole bunch of women and you want to compete, yes, there are women that's like that. I have friends who like that. Okay, go after what you want. I don't look at it as desperation. She just want that type of man. She got him and it is what it is. But to put it in that term, like the reason I don't feel like I have to compete is because I don't think the world will ever run out of men. There's men everywhere. See, I don't look at it as just black men. If black men don't want me, right? Because I do come from that era where I was told I talked too white. You know, I was the light-skinned girl in school. I was the girl with the long hair. I had to fight. You know, boys made a difference. All that stupid stuff that people carry as adults. And we see it. That's why we still have issues with color. That's why we still doing all this stupid adolescent things, because we haven't grown up from it. There's no need to compete. It's invisible. There are plenty of people on this earth. If you find who you find, whether it's in your backyard or whether you decide to go overseas, can we stop pretending like black women are going to go somewhere and shrivel up and die if we don't get a man or have a husband? Like, all of us don't want to, we're not sitting around talking about men the way black men talk about black women, even though you're saying you don't want us. So if you don't want us, then why are you talking about us? And then when we say to you, and there's a portion of women that will say this to you as well, M3, Is that it's not about I'm broken or I'm just so hurt I don't ever want to be with someone again. I want it to be genuine. I can go outside and go get me some D if that's the case. Like, yeah, that women never have to compete with that. Like, for real, ever. Like, you get some D quick. Hands down. But that's not just like all men don't want just a vagina. All women don't want just that. Like, for me, I'm a person with a lot of interests. I love to travel. I'm high. I enjoy. I'm passionate. So why would I get a dude that's not even like that? And I'll tell you what else I bring to is that when you talk about men competing, only time I hear competition is when I'm in a relationship with another man. Then it's niggas is looking at you. Excuse my language. Men looking at you. Why you got that on? Why are you wearing makeup? Who is that you talking to? Tell me times I've gone through that. All this security that y'all talk about, like these men out here doing it big, they ruining it for y'all. And if there are good men out here, unfortunately, the horrible ones, they got the loud voices.
They got their highly
They
desirable.
telling these old haters, because old men tell young men stupid stuff so that they can get to the young women. Because they ain't dating old women. These men out here telling young men to get away from women and you need to submit and you got to do. Just be yourself. Why don't you find out who you are? Go get your prostate checked. You ain't no teenager. Go take care of yourself and find someone who cares about you. And you actually are open enough to care about things the way that they need it. Like, damn.
And you said Rufus be out here with some skinny jeans on, trying to look like a teenager.
Yeah, right, out here at the bus stop and shit. Talking about being submissive. You want to be in my rotation?
I want to make sure you get your money's worth. You got 3 minutes, so
I got all the money. Now I'm a man. Sit down, okay?
Yeah, we definitely got to break down that competition thing. But so M3, you're saying the competition as far as like the approach pretty much is different.
Yeah, so basically it's like this, right? You know, most black men, right? And I ain't trying to show y'all, but most black men, they get really sensitive whenever they hear women, two things. Whenever they hear a black woman, since we're talking about black people specifics, whenever they hear a black woman say, I don't need a man, or whatever, or when a woman says, like, hey, you know, y'all ain't worth the effort for me to compete. Why would I compete for y'all? Then, because they're already turned off as it is, because they're getting the attention. Like I said again, they're getting the attention. That doesn't mean they're getting asked from a Latino or a white person, but they're getting their attention and affection from them. And they're making them feel like a king, which all this could be like a false pretense, you know what I mean? But because black men usually feel that type of way, that, man, I'm not really supported by my community, or you have some type of sustained hatred for whatever reason, and God bless you if you do, that's kind of like your reason and excuse to say, well, okay, well, I'm stepping out because black women don't need me anyway. And I don't really, and look, and normally I don't even talk about black women like that. Not on my panels, not on my shows, not ever. I only just talk about human nature, just people in general, period, and focus my reaction videos. If I have to talk about this type of stuff, it's only because people want to know, or they bring into like race, which to me, in my opinion, now these days, I'm like, look, man, color don't even really matter to me, you know, except for money, that is, you know, the true green of colors. But any other nationality, I feel like, hey, like if you're a cool person, that's who I look forward to like vibe and rock with. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not really attracted to white women, but I'm learning that, hey, because there's certain qualities that they're presented out there, maybe I might consider them.
And when you mean qualities, you mean credit score?
You need like 4
I'm
bitches.
gonna tell you something. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you something. M3, just like you said, you shallow. I would love to go to the Netherlands and talk closely to the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to Netherlands. I would love to. I don't want to go to Australia. What's the other one?
Russia.
What's the other?
Take your ass to Russia. Get you one of them hardcore.
I'm gonna call ICE on you, Rufus. I think you trafficking us. I'm calling ICE.
Hold on. We don't do none of that stuff in the channel, so
take her ass to Russia somewhere or Israel.
You can traffic all old people. You can traffic adults. Get out of here. He just sound real sketchy.
There's a link pinned in the chat.
Anyway.
I think Miss Polly want to come up.
Yeah.
Hey, I love her. Here's my thing though. Here's a trope I really wish would end, but I don't know how unless somebody continues to say so. It is not true that Black women don't need Black men, and I wish you guys would stop saying that. What we're asking from you, y'all don't want to give, and that's the truth. It has nothing to do with material. No, stop. Don't roll back.
I'm not
you meant
rolling
what
back.
you said. No disrespect. I'm just let me tell you why I'm saying this. I'm not taking it as a negative. I'm not trying to attack what you said. I'm saying that women, what we are asking for is your emotional desire for us. Your ability.
Don't do it.
Ooh, I wish I was a genie. Like I wish I had superpowers. Because like I would put you inside of a box and like put you on a show.
It's gonna be a good
and you would be like in water, like in a jail, frozen, just with your mouth open like that. Anyway.
you talking
like
about
I
Rufus?
said. Yes, I'm talking about Rufus. But in all honesty, that's not true. If I was to, I'll put it to you this way. My
Thank you, Marcus.
One of my like longest relationships. Oh, we were together for 4 years.
What up, Watts?
And
I
was very in love with him. Oh my God, I wanted to have his kids. I wanted to be married. I wanted to. Ruthless, what is it, Ruthless? What's itching? You need to take a bath. Your butt itching. What is it?
Take time for everybody to talk.
Like what?
Interrupt the
So Bart told you it's 2025. I could care less. So go ahead, Ruthless. What do you have to say? Do you have a question for me?
No, I'm just saying is how much time we got left, M3?
Shoot, your time was up a few years ago. I mean, you could think chocolate earth for it.
No, I'm done.
No, I'm not talking you, Sherry.
It is past his bedtime, so I got you. What's up, Miss Polly?
Oh man!
I got that.
Hey, watch. I like the glasses, bro.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all gonna still be here. I gotta take my dog around the corner. I'll come back if you guys are here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Please take your dog and you too.
Shut up, Rufus. I hope you choke on the bone. That's what I hope.
No.
Bye, ma'am. See you later.
I hope you ain't there by yourself. That's all I hope. I hope somebody can save your ass.
Oh.
Hey, you and your dog.
And just so real. So real.
After ours party? Yeah, somewhat now, thanks to Ruthless. Shouts to him.
She was crazy. She do all that talking. We put up a dime.
Hey, Rufus, I'm sorry if you feel like your money was wasted, but I tried to.
She ruined. I mean, like I was wanting to hear what you got to say, and you kept being interrupted. And then she wanted to tell about. She made the show about her motherfucking ass.
Well, okay. Well, in general, that was my point, right? Like, if you can't get the word out, you're going to think the worst because of the headline that I presented versus why I even put the headline out there to begin with.
But it's okay. It's all good though. I'm just showing black support for the channel. You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate your support, Rufus. So, if you've ever felt like, you didn't get your money's worth.
No, I got it. No, this is, I've been on your platform multiple times. $50 is more than enough.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I mean, maybe Drake might come up with something though, so we could count on him. You know, but I want to get to White Watts and Miss Polly. Whoever one of goes first, have you two feel free to.
Um, um. Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I know you told me about something about Polly. I might have been too late. I apologize.
Oh, no worries. So, I mean, in the main topic, the live was about like a guy. Oh, I guess he'll be back. The main topic was about like a man having 4 wives because he couldn't stop cheating, and we was doing a reaction for a Love Don't Judge, and then Rufus and Miss Chocolate Earth wanted to know, okay, who do I really like? They want to know a little bit of my story or whatever. Why I look like this particular group of people, right? That I usually always say like as a running joke on the platform. And why do I say that people have to compete? So it's like for me to say that, and I try to give that explanation. I think some kind of got it a little bit, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to fully transcribe with everything because we usually have those topics and you present that headline, that gets a lot of it ruffles a lot of feathers. I would say that.
Okay, I don't think that's true at all. I don't think I ruffle anybody's feathers. I pet people. I don't ruffle their feathers. I do pet. I pet, but not ruffle feathers.
Like a pet or like a.
Oh my! She been like this for about a good 2 weeks. I don't know what's really. I know what's going on, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Go ahead.
Hey, well, I know what I need, Mr. Best. I need to fly out there as soon as possible.
Hey yo,
hey, Miss Polly,
you ain't gonna miss when you go out there. I don't think you want to mess with her right now. She's in rare form.
That was the greatest use of women knees that I've heard in a very long time.
Wait, we said what?
That was the greatest use of woman knees that I've heard in a very long time.
I haven't done nothing.
What kind of shit is that? That's like saying I'm not an asshole. I just keep it real. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not ruffling anybody's feathers. I'm a gentle lady, sir. I don't do all that. The only thing I make uncomfortable is the area in your pants. That's about it.
He was about to say something.
Hey, yo.
You a motherfucker. You a motherfucker. Because the first thing a motherfucker gonna do is deflect with sex. Yeah, you a motherfucker.
So wait. Is it like a burning desire or is it just like straight?
I think it's just a tightness. Like you might have to go up hand size up.
Is that a flashlight?
You might have to go ahead and bust out with the sweatpants. That might be between you and your closet, but it's fine.
Yo.
Anyway, I think the guy who just can't be faithful. I mean, does he have to have 4? I mean, it just seems to me that he just gets tired and moves on to the next, and then moves on to the next. So, is it really him wanting those relationships because he values them, or is it him just moving on to the next and those women don't want to let go? And he's fine if they stay because it's free access.
Actually, that is actually like a great question.
No, it is.
Yeah. I would just speculate is that like on the behalf of the man, right?
Yeah.
He's probably the type of person that gets bored having sex with the same person, but that person don't want him to let her go. So because she's like really, really into him, and they're like willing to negotiate. And that's how it kind of led to him having 4 wives. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like just girlfriends. I don't know why he had the need to marry all 4, but he saw some type of value in having those wives.
I don't think he found no value. I think they thought if he got one, he would stop. And then he got another one. He's like, maybe he'll stop. Well, now he got 5. Maybe he'll stop.
Are they actually married or is he just calling them his wife? Like that was the part I was confused about earlier.
You can't be legally married to more than one person in the United States.
What I was confused about.
Yeah, I think he was just calling them. They was calling each other that because I think he got 2 of them, and then the females started recruiting the other females.
They trying to help their friends get a paycheck. I got you.
see,
That's
that's what it
important.
looked like. That's what I was trying to get at with Ruthless and them, but I'm like, this don't look right. It looked like they
Listen,
trying
you
to get
gotta put
fed.
your friend on. You gotta put your friend on. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Like if your friend said, "Oh, I'm so sad, I can't find a man." Oh, girl, I got one over at the house, girl. We can share him. He gonna pay these bills. He gonna get our nails done. Let's go.
I got one at the crib. It's crazy.
I'm just saying. You know, I'm not saying that's the way you should be. I'm just saying that possibly could happen. Is that fair? I'm just giving.
The fact that both of them actually left, because I hopped up here because I was wanting to challenge something that was said earlier. If anybody remembers the point, there was a point that Chocolate made. She said something about black men. What did she say? What did she say? She said some wild ass shit about black men and black women.
You said black men smell good.
No, that's not.
You talking about like the ratio of like something about black men?
It was a point she made. It was right after. I'm trying to remember what she said. It was right after she said something about, do y'all think black women are going to shrivel up? We can go to any country, this is that and the other. Like we can find love. Oh, she said black men aren't willing to give black women what they want.
What they desire.
She said.
Yeah, she said we don't desire them enough. That's what she said.
Oh, so you wanted her to clarify that? Like,
I just wanted to have a conversation with her because I wanted her. I wanted to understand if she's saying like just black men just don't need it. Are we gonna also say there's an element of moving the goalpost involved in here? Like, I was kind of curious of how this goes because how many times has a nice guy showed up that pays the bills and is considerate and all this other kind of shit, but then gets done dirty because he's not interesting enough? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
The examples of getting what it is that you're desiring, but not being hard enough, or his swag ain't right, or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to have the conversation with her, but she jumped off as soon as I got up here.
Right. I mean, on a side note, if you notice that she jumped off and Rufus Truth jumped off too, so maybe they probably doing like a little business meeting behind the scenes, not trying to put it in, you know. But I think both of them might be back, or at least she'll be back after she's finished like walking her dog. So, but that is another great question as well too. So, but again, I Miss Party left. Hopefully she'll be back. So, yeah, of course, there's gonna be more. There's more reasons why, like, I like, certain women, but like, groups of women. But that will never negate, like, my love for black women. It's just like an extension, and there's like a preference that I have. I mean, I don't usually put myself in a state where I got to explain because I don't have to explain to no one. But if you're getting paid for it, of course, like, I'll elaborate a little bit more on that. We know, like, they got attitude problems, just like how people on the internet will try to trash black women and say they got attitude problems. But the funny thing is that most women who I could like actually have a civil conversation with, right, outside of YouTube, is usually like my own sisters. I never had a emotional argument with them over like the dumbest stuff or whatever. It's usually like women on the other side, and that's why like I try to just make it clear, like, look, I just have a balance for whoever likes me, whoever put the effort to actually get my attention, and who's willing to like be there for me, in my time of need. And when I see that, I just have an appreciation for them. And I wish that, I was surrounded in an area where I could see more of my sisters, where I could be talking different. But that does not mean they don't put that energy out there. It's just that right now I'm in a fixed location where I'm pretty much labeled as like the Spanish whisperer, as so Stan will call it. Anywhere I go, I see like a Latino woman, I get along with her great. We just have that connection. But that doesn't mean that, I get along with every Latino woman. That doesn't mean that Latino woman is going to top like, a black sister. It's just what it is.
Right.
Yeah, hold on. I'm live though. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
You said you're wired?
Big dog, I respect what it is that you're saying, but I understand how. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna do that because I ain't even about to give nobody a fucking cake. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, go.
Listening to what you said, I find it funny because from what I understand from what you just said, I don't like it because not just black women have an attitude problem. You know what I'm saying? Like women, like if you want to be general, you can say, as a general, women have an attitude problem. I don't think it's a black woman thing.
Oh no, I never said like women.
I know. I'm just saying, but I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm listening to what you're saying, and the aligning rhetoric to what you're saying is, I don't deal with black women no more because they talk too much. Hey, my nigga, that's women. Like,
that's why I always kind of give pushback. I'm like, man,
conversations do happen, and we make it black women specific. I see why it becomes, damn, why you have to say this and down black women to show that you prefer other races. Because, hey, my G, women have attitudes, my guy. Like, it doesn't matter the race. That's just how they go. All of that stuff that dudes is saying they be worried about, it happens across all races of women. And that's the part that be blowing my mind whenever these conversations be happening. If we gonna just be general and say shit like that.
Well, yeah, well, that's why like I don't even like actually having these type of conversations. Whenever somebody asks me about like, well, why you don't like, well, why do you have a preference for Latino women, as if there's something wrong with black women, and then I feel like I had to get into explanation mode where it's like, I have no issues with black women. I just have a preference, but also have an experience that, hey, I just vibe with Latino women because I'm around them a lot. But that does not negate that black women are the only ones that have attitude problems. That's why I'm making that clear, because what I hear on the space, especially on YouTube, is that men call out black women, but Latino women also, and white women as well, they have attitude problems as well too. But what I hear from people in this space is that when they try to compare black women with Latinos with white women, they put them on a pedestal up here, and then black women's down here. And that's why I'm like, look, I'm just putting everybody in the middle because I'm multicultural. So,
M3, can I give you something? Can I tell you this?
You're
doing so much work.
Hold on, chocolate. Hold on a second.
I'm sorry.
I want you to rock. I'm not interrupting. I want you to rock. I just don't want Watts had a question for you. I don't want him to forget his question for you.
Oh, for me or for her?
Oh, no, for Chocolate. He had a question for Chocolate, but Chocolate, go ahead.
Cool. No, I want to keep it flow. I guess quickly saying to you, M3, is that you're putting a lot of effort and work into something you don't have to. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You're not doing nothing to the culture. You ain't doing nothing to the race because you decide to be with a woman from another culture. I think, again, it goes back to what the gentleman said, and I keep saying, you don't got to say nothing about us. Here, I'll give you an example. I was out on a date with this white dude, like 6 foot. I like giants. I've had little men too. I have pocket men. Hey, I don't discriminate. I'm just saying. That day, we met up. We were like 45 minutes away from each other. So we met up at this, I don't know, do you guys have Buca di Beppo anywhere? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It's an Italian restaurant. Okay. Maybe it's the West Coast. I'm not sure. But so we went to Buca di Beppo. No.
Yes,
no.
I was living out here in Cali.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so this was me. I was living in the Midwest. I was living in Ohio at the time. So this is big country bred white guy, and I'm meeting him at Buca di Beppo, and everybody, this was a blind date, right? So all the waitresses who happened to be white that evening, they were all like, oh my God, so romantic, da-da-da-da-da. So I'm sitting here waiting for him to show up. And all that whole time, like, ooh, 20 minutes, rah, 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 rah. Oh, white came around that corner, child. You could have bought them for a penny. Okay. And then we go, they whole demeanor change. Then we go into the restaurant. There's a brother sitting there with an Asian woman. It's another brother sitting there with a little white lady. But guess who keep getting mean stares all night? What you checking over here at my table for? It's a double standard. It always has been. That's cool. And that's why I'm saying you only got to put all that effort. You like who you like. You owe no one an explanation. That's all I'm saying. Like I think you feel like you have to defend it. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. But you don't. Not to anybody. Even as a black woman, I stand in that.
I mean, well, one, I mean, like, you know, Rufus did gave me $50, right, to kind of explain it. So I'm just playing the role of my part. But two, whenever these conversations come up, you know, I'm not the type of guy that like to leave people with a cliffhanger. Unless you decide not to pay me for it, then that's on you, right? You can think whatever you want. But it's good to have these type of conversations because I want you guys to know, right, that this is how, like, you know, most brothers, they talk about outside of YouTube. But that doesn't mean that whatever they're saying or whatever they're thinking is anything negative. Because there ain't nothing negative about your preference or what you want, but everybody just have a different experience.
Exactly. But guess what? Who gives a rat's ass? It's up to you. If you're comfortable within your relationship, people are going to see that. It's going to exude. I know. I went through it. When me and my ex was together, oh my God, people loved us together. Oh my God, y'all look so perfect. Oh my God, the babies are going to be beautiful. You know, because people do that kind of stuff. Because we're attracted to that. We want that. We want to see people like, oh yeah, I'm an advocate for Black love. I'm an advocate for love, period. But I think men do themselves a disservice by not allowing that emotional piece to be a part of it. That is what women are asking for, not your wallet. It is that emotional space. So,
what do you mean when you say that? What do you mean when you say that?
Well, what I mean by emotional space, I'll keep it simple. Can you tell me if you and I are together, and of course our level of trust will grow depending on who we are, right? With that being said, if you having a bad day, if you feeling a certain type of way, if things are off, if you just got something on your mind, we should be the first people to have that conversation. Not to say that you shouldn't have friends, not to say that you shouldn't talk to your homeboys or your brother, or your mama, but there should be a level of trust within your relationship that we're lovers, we're friends, we're confidants, we're able to, I need to feel vulnerable with you and trust you. You want that from me, but men have a hard time giving that back. Because for me to be submissive to you, for me to be emotionally understanding of you, because if you tell a woman that you want her to be your peace, that means that she has to condition her own emotions to be that for you. So that's what I mean when I say if we can both do that for each other, I think it finds within it that true trust. That I know you got my back. I know this my man. I know that's my girl. Can't nothing know. You know what I mean?
What if we just require different things for peace? Because for me to get peace, if I'm telling you my experience as a man, for my experience to get peace, sometimes when I get home from work, I don't need to tell you about my bad day. Please, just let me sit here and watch the Celtics play the Hawks with my beer. Just leave me the fuck alone for about an hour and a half, and then I got you, baby. Whatever you need after that. That's my peace. That's my emotional vulnerability. It's communicating with you that just give me some time, and then we can come back to it.
But what you're saying is healthy. I have no disagreement with that. If you talk to your mate and tell them at times, this may be who I am, or if that question comes up, of, hey, I know you might think I'm trying to play you to the side, but I'm not. I need that downtime. And I'm gonna tell you something, it's not just men. When I come, hey, I work too. Like, I wish, you know what I mean? But I gotta go to work too. And so when I come home, whether I share with you my bad day or not, you know, it is an understanding because we've communicated that, meaning you have told me that. So now it's up to me to regard that. And if I don't, then check it. I mean, of course,
Chocolate, can I ask you something? So,
sure.
You know, us all being like working adults and stuff. So say like if me and you was together and just learn behavior. I'm like, okay, you know, Chocolate just came home. Let me give her a little bit of space. You guys can't do that. Just off the rip, we have to have that conversation.
No, well, I'm a person. Here's what I will say, Jerk. I'm a person. I'm gonna put it on me because I think that I always get I'm unique in that, but I don't think so. My ex worked for the 4 days on, 3 days off, 12-hour shift type.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I worked 9 to 5, right? I worked 2 jobs at the time. So I was doing like a 45-minute drive to and from work. Then I worked at an elementary school and I worked at a college. So by the time my day was ending, he was getting up to go to work, right? So in my understanding of his schedule, I started to work around that. But that goes back to what I was telling you before. I'm a person that I'm going to engulf into you as my man. There is nothing that I wouldn't do for you. But that is why I am single now, because I know how intense I can be. And I want that to be given to somebody who is not going to abuse that. So yeah, women can do that. I've done it.
So would you say that there is an element where the problem can be expecting one to be you? Like you're expecting someone to do exactly what you do. Like I think that if a person is expecting someone across from them to reciprocate in the same way that they do, I think that kind of is a setup for disappointment.
But I don't expect that. You're gonna show me how you care for me in your way. That was the reason why we're together. Because if we got together for me to change you into some kind of robot, then that'd be different. However, I would think that during that process of us deciding to be together, we've talked about those things. We've shared those experiences so that if we want to go that far. Now are we talking about we're growing to be in a relationship together, like Jerk was saying, we're together. Yes. We don't always have the conversation. I'm saying that for the panel as what that breakdown looks like. In case the woman or the man is not able to just jump into that key. I was raised differently. My mother did everything for my father, even dressed this man. It was a production. I was raised to iron clothes, handkerchiefs, suits, ties, the whole 9. Everything surrounded my father. Everything. My mother was the Black Donna Reed. So for me in my relationships, I felt like making the home, bringing food, being, not bringing nothing crazy. Let's kick it, have a good time. La, 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 la. Like, so.
This is where I've been listening to you talk tonight, and
okay,
I'm kind of disconnected in pieces of some of what you've been saying, right?
Yes.
There was something you said earlier. You said Black women. You said something to the effect of, you can please correct me where I'm wrong, but you said something to the effect of Black women are not getting what they desire from Black men. And I'm not understanding where that premise comes from or how. I'm not understanding of that. And here's where my problem is. My problem comes in where we keep classifying a whole bunch of people together that don't need to be classified, right? I could probably say me and Jerk are probably more similar to each other than a lot of these YNs that are being a representative of black men on the internet, right? So this whole we're not getting what we desire thing, I'm not understanding that. You see what I'm saying? As a man that pays bills, I'm present in my children's life. All of these things. I'm not understanding what you're saying. I'm not registering.
I can appreciate why you say that, and everything you named off are external things. We are talking about, okay, let me give you an example. And you don't have to answer. We can, no disrespect. When is the last time, or if you currently are, when is the last time you and your partner have been just intimate in the sense of holding each other and hugging each other, sitting on the couch, cuddling, just chilling, just being?
I would say a regular basis, like 3-4 times a week.
And see,
2 years ago for me.
Again, it's like,
chill out, bro.
I'm like, ain't no been no damn 2 years. I'm trying to ignore you. I can't stand you. Okay. So the reason I asked that question is because in that intimacy is healthy. That her snuggling up next to you, you snuggling up, that there's a level of trust. There's a moment that comes there where we have that pause, we have that connection with one another. And what I was saying is internal, in the sense of, I don't need you to come pay my bills. I don't need you to come fix my car. I don't need you to come do anything. I just want you. I want to spend time with you. I want to talk to you. And that doesn't mean 24/7. That doesn't mean we want to hang on you. All we're saying is we can't be friends. Because that's what ends up happening. That's the best way I can give it to you simplistically, is that friendship level within sleeping with someone and having those two together.
But the thing, hold on. Let me say this, family. Let me say this because I haven't said that in a minute.
Go ahead.
Let me say this for a second, right? Let me say this. What's happening on the internet, right? Because I know Watch spoke to that, and you speaking to that too, Chocolate. It's really the have and the have-nots, right? So the have-nots, the brothers who are not getting chosen, they're very loud, and they can be very loud for about 10, 12 hours if they have to, right? So, but somebody who is getting chosen is not. You're not worried about that. Like Watch ain't worried about that. I'm not worried about that. SJ's not worried about that, right? We're not worried about that because we're getting chosen on a regular basis, whether directly by our women or indirectly by someone else who will want to be with us, right? Especially if you put, a man who's being chosen in a major city, yeah, he's gonna have more options. But the ones who are not being chosen are the ones that are angry. You know what I mean? And in their anger, they get online and they just be going ham for like mad long. And they complain about this woman and that woman and that woman and this woman. And it's like, yo, like, what's going on with these brothers? It's the ones that's just not getting chosen. That's really what it is. They're mad because they're not getting chosen. That's just what it is.
Wow. That's an interesting take. Especially coming, like I said, I think we're making it way more than it is. And like you said, the first thing you wanted to say was no. I have plenty of male friends. And I find that men find that intimidating, that I can have a conversation with a man and it not be sexual. I can't read the other person's mind. So when men say stuff like, well, all that dude want to do is sleep with you. And okay, what's that got to do with me? You obviously was thinking about sleeping with me too. That's why you over here. And then it starts to become this. I'll put it this way. I personally got out of dating because I was really exhausted with running into broken men. men who didn't know what being treated well was like. I had one of my exes call me Obama one time and tell me I was campaigning because I was cooking him breakfast, y'all. Because I would wait for him to get off work on that day, and I'd have breakfast ready. I'd be dressed, I'd be cute, I'd be washed, I'd be fresh. And I would let him do whatever he had to do. I was just let him know, hey, I'm here, I'm available. But that was me. That was our relationship. But it's not like you don't hear these stories out here. It's not like I'm making this up. And it isn't on men. Like, it's not a I blame you and you blame me. It is about, we have an issue when it comes to that line. It's almost like, oh, I can't be your friend, but I can put my penis in you. Like, wait. Huh? Yeah. Like, like, I can have your babies. I can live in your house. I can cook your meals, but you can't be my friend.
Either we fucking or we nothing.
See, that's just exactly why.
Either we fucking or we nothing. See, but here's the thing, because here's the problem.
And I have
Here's the problem. See, chocolate. Here's the no, chocolate. No, stop. I need you to hear me for one quick second. Because here's the problem.
Babe.
If me and you are friends, and I happen to see you in a way to where I find you attractive, that changes things.
Yes, of course. And if I'm feeling the same way, then what's the problem?
Come on now, chocolate. See, come on now. What you
Some people have talked to.
I'm in a relationship.
I know.
Come on, chocolate. Come on,
I'll get you some sources. I'll get you some sources. I'll get you some sources, sir. That'll tell you the same thing I'm saying.
I don't know what sources you're talking about. This is what I'm saying. I don't know what sources you're talking about. I don't know what statistics we about to pull up. And all of that means nothing to.
I'm not pulling nothing. I'm just saying. I can give it to you. Let me give it to you.
If I, as a grown man, and in a relationship, and I have a female friend that I have an attraction to, and also has shown an attraction to me, that is a problem for my relationship.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you in your relationship, your girl being your friend, not an extra friend on the side. I said you and your mate.
But I mean, what do you want? What do you? Because I think the issue is, and I think 100 was hitting on it earlier, where, and you used the word intense. Because I know when you started off, you was kind of describing yourself. You said intense, and I think that's the issue. I think I just think men and women are different. I think we were talking about that last time, and I was like, man, I think we got different communication styles. And what 100 was saying, like, hey, sometimes I just want to come watch this game. I need to vent. Chill out a little bit, then I'm gonna get to you and we could do activity or something. Maybe you're not allowing that to happen.
No, that's not the case. I'm an encourager. Go do what you gotta do. I don't need you in my face 24/7 to love on me, baby. But
I think you're trying. It's almost like you want to be the conductor, even in that situation where it's like you want to be there to let that person go and do that. Like, you know, it's like it almost like a little bit of control freak.
He's trying to blend two different things together. Like you want to be friends, but you want to love hard. You want to love hard, but have that's that.
Wait. Are you saying I want to love hard and have male friends? Or are you talking about me wanting to be friends with my man? That's what I'm talking about. Is being a friend to my mate. As well as us being all these other things and titles. What's the difference?
All right.
You can't have fun. You can't joke. You can't have a good time. We can't play. You know, I'm a gamer. I'm a straight up nerd. I want somebody that want to game with me because sometimes I feel like gaming all night. I don't want to hear nobody complaining about that. So I need to find somebody that's cool with it, right? That's all I'm talking about.
Oh well, yeah,
I mean, I think it is.
And that's easy. See, and if that's the case, that's easy. So you know what? I feel like sometimes we put more weight into certain shit that don't need the extra weight. Like I hear what you're saying. You want someone that is able to be just as free as you are. That makes perfect sense. Like for me, because for me, I smoke marijuana. I can't deal with the woman. Really, you smoking? Really? Really? Another one? You just bought a bag
I
2
might.
days ago. I don't have time for that. I'm not trying to explain
Hey,
myself. to
dang,
nobody.
you in the wrong city, sir.
You
I'm
see what
all
I'm
about
saying?
it.
So that's
It's right around the corner from me.
Yeah,
Y'all
like,
like 2
see, I
minutes.
hear what you now. I hear you. We just putting more weight onto some shit that don't matter. What?
It don't, and
And
that's
see,
the
and
thing.
what happens is it turns into general statements that you made where you said black men don't give black women what they desire. I hate hearing goofy shit like that because I'm around plenty black men that do for their women. I have watched.
But that's not what I'm talking
about.
about.
Oh my lord!
But to your point, why?
What am I missing?
When I said that, no, listen, I'm not denying it. But when I said that, that was based off of what women are asking for. We're asking for you. We're not asking for your money. We're not asking for. I mean, in some
But
instances,
you have to
women don't even
define
want your
that because you're kind of giving slogans. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not. No, this is things that women have said. I'm not trying to give you slogans.
No, but I'm saying it's not substantial because it's just like you're like we want
It
you,
is
so you got to define that. You got to quantify that. Give some examples. Like what is that?
Okay, for instance, me and my ex, we went to Vegas, and this was one of our first trips. We were still new, so you know you having fun. Everybody. Well, when we got to Vegas and we got checked in and everything, he got a phone call, and one of his closest friends had died. So that was a huge adjustment because I had to go, wait, I don't want to be not sincere. I don't want to be unempathetic. I want to be there for him in that emotional state. And I'm using that as an extreme. That hasn't happened all the time. But when I'm talking about us as being close, and I use friendship loosely as a descriptor, that I can trust you with anything I tell you. I can trust you with my mind, with my spirit. I can lay down next to you every night and close my eyes, and I trust you. I think we're gonna take that for granted on both sides. That's all I'm talking about. It's about intent. It's about really being a part of that person. Like you said earlier, Jerk, do you not believe that you can find a person that can be into you that deeply? If that's what you want. I'm a hopeless romantic. So maybe when I try not to go too Harlequin romance on y'all, but it's like, for me, it is not the expectation of him. Because I'm not looking to change a man. He gonna have what I need and want if that's the right man for me and I'm the right woman for him. So I put myself in that position of, let me just stay chill. I don't want to get battered and bruised and wait for the type of man I want, if that's meant to be. But when I talk about Black women and what they are discussing, it is a closeness. Is it a lack of intimacy? These things are substantial. I'm not making up slogans. We can do a show on it. I don't care. But the truth is there's a lack of that. Earlier, somebody said that, like, was that M3, that Black men feel like they can't connect to Black women. So these things are in that pot too. It's not just us.
But it was the same thing. Go ahead, 100.
You got it. You got it.
I just want to say for the record, Black men aren't absolved of the shit that they say out of their mouth too. And I'm saying that from the experience of only dealing with Black women, because I hear dudes say some shit sometimes. It just be blowing my mind. The thought process that you're speaking with, is this something that like you've had to develop into, or is this some I've been doing it since I was young type shit? Like that I'm curious.
Since I was young. I've always been, my parents told me, I think I was about 5 years old, and I told my dad, I don't have a problem with buying a man a coffee. I was 5. Okay? I don't even know what that is. But I've never been afraid of having those relationships with men and women both. as far as being a friend, being a confidant, and so on and so forth. You know, I really do pride myself on the fact that I could talk to my male friends for hours. And it doesn't have to be anything sexual. It could be about politics, science, changing the world. Like, you know, and just the same with my female friends. You know what I mean? Yeah, we could talk about makeup and men, and we also can talk about politics and those type of things. But I think because we're so intense at this point, it really is intense out here. And for me, being the type of person I am, yeah, I don't want a man that rigid and intense. I can't. Tried it, didn't work. But that doesn't mean I still love Black men. It don't matter. I'll date who want to date me. But right now, I have another priority. So I leave it there.
Like I said, sometimes I think we carry too much weight into stuff that don't matter.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to picking a partner, there are so many things that matter that when you focus on one thing, you're losing out on so many others. Right? So
yes, I agree.
When you willing to throw out everything because this person doesn't make a certain income, or when you're willing to throw everything out because this person doesn't tell me their deepest, darkest secrets, like sometimes we carry too much weight.
But why do you have to make it seem so extreme? Do you know that's not what I'm talking about? You don't have to do that if that's not what you're talking about.
No, he just gave some examples, but that's what he's spot on with that.
Because you made an extreme statement when you said Black men don't give Black women what they desire. When you make a bold statement like that, you are then erasing every other thing that the Black man is doing for the Black woman he is with.
I am not. That makes no sense. No, that doesn't. If I oppose something, if I say something, it doesn't erase what the work is. This is just my interpretation of what I'm hearing from other women. Regardless of what you may or may think about how women think, and I'm trying to say to you, yes, of course, we also have been indoctrinated just like y'all. Baby dolls and makeup, and you need to get a wedding and find a husband. This is where all of that intense competition come from. Oh, by the time you're 25, you ain't shit. By the time you're 35, your ovaries have fell to your feet. By the time you're 40 and you ain't got no kids and you ain't married, oh my God, you need to go down the corner. And that is what we're hearing out here as far as Black women are concerned. There's not positivity. Why? And I'm like, yes, it may be happening on the ground, but we're on these panels. We're not walking around on the ground. We're talking about these panels, and you have hundreds of people listening to us. Whether it's a few here, a few there, but it is the truth. Like, I can find enough women for you. Like, I'm not saying it just to be an ass clown. Like, it is really true. Like, y'all make it so separate. It's almost like, just like you said, oh, we think so different. Oh, this and that. That's not true. You have traits. I have traits. You're a gamer, sir. I can see from your chair. Am I incorrect? I like a man that wear glasses. Okay? I'm paying attention to everything, sir. I don't miss anything. Okay? So when I say something, even if I'm proved wrong, I'll take it. But I know it's not to be right. This is about, I would love to see our people talk to each other better, especially out here in these spaces. The way we disrespect each other as men and women both, it is not for me. It ain't, oh, one side. No, we all need an ass whooping. I'm going to just keep it 100. Because if anybody's mama or daddy saw us up here acting the way that we do, talking to people the way that we do, what would they say to you? Especially as Black people, because we new to the game.
Well, that part I ain't worried about, because I do a show with my father, so I ain't worried about that part.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not fun. We don't talk about romance. We don't talk about trips. Men don't like romance. And I know that's a lie. Because I done made men cry. I done made toes curl. So I know that men like to be pampered and paid attention to. And that's me. That's what I was telling
and,
to
and
you.
that is real. And this is where the conversation is had, right? Because when you make a bold statement, now we're erasing the conversation. Yes,
no,
because yes, men do like to be romanced, but here's the thing: a man can't come out.
No,
and say,
they
"Hey, you know
don't.
what, babe? No, stop. See, no. Here's the thing. No. You not hit. See, that be the thing. Sometimes y'all not willing to hear the perspective of somebody telling you what we want. I'm telling you what we want, and you're not trying to hear me. I'm trying to tell you what we want. Or matter of fact, I ain't even gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you my experience, and you don't like. Sometimes it's hard to receive that part. I'm going to tell you that as a man, there is not a position where I can walk up to my girl and be, you know what, babe? I'd like for you to buy me some flowers for Valentine's Day. Like, what? You know how many times a woman would look at you sideways if she walked up and heard you say she wanted. Come on now. That's not a common thing. The thought process that you have is not. Come on. That's the problem. If I date,
what I'm saying matter less because you don't think I'm common. I'm not saying that no different women to get a man flowers before. Where'd you get that from?
When they died?
What I'm saying to you is,
y'all the worst. I can't stand
no, that's not what I'm saying. If a woman decides, but no, stop, because you're conflating things. I'm not saying that women don't buy flowers for their man. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in terms of a man receiving romance, it looks a certain way when he walks up to his woman asking her certain things. That's all I'm saying. It starts to look sassy, as the new internet would tell you, when a man walks up to his woman and asks for certain things. I'm telling you right now, someone in their 30s or younger, if he walks up to his girl and say, I want you to buy me chocolates and flowers for Valentine's Day, she's going to look at him crazy, and I promise you he will be the next viral TikTok video.
I'm glad y'all know what women think. I'm gonna just stop talking because y'all know it. So what's the point?
I'm telling you
because that makes no sense.
I'm telling you what men have experienced. I'm not telling you what the thought process behind.
What you are taking for granted is that I do empathize with what men go through. No, I'll never be a man and I'll never know what that's like. So I'll never speak in terms of I know what you guys go through. What I'm saying is that we share certain traits, we share likes, we share dislikes. I mean, I guess my thing is, when did it become so clinical? And yeah, maybe I am. Maybe, people want to call me delusional and say I'm tripping. Fine. But I would rather wait and have a good relationship than to be in a relationship just to have a man or just to be to be able to say I got somebody. I truly
But I think that's what 100's trying to say, where I think, because obviously you're a good person. So don't take that as an issue. No, but it's just like he's saying, we overcomplicate it, and we all have that in us because, to a little bit, we're all a little bit self-centered and stuff like that. And sometimes, like, even the word you use, romanticize, that is somewhat of a delusional state to a certain degree, even if you look up the word. So it's just like when you have that idea in your head, sometimes you could be missing the important things. And that's what 100 was getting at. Okay, is the person loyal? They committed? So they might not be emotional to like them, but it's like if they have all those characteristics and attributes, you might want to focus in on that stuff. And I think that's where you got to kind of level set stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You named off a list of traits: loyalty, integrity, being empathetic. Just all of these things are traits, and they are not gender specific. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying, here's where the issue comes, where say if that guy was a little boring or something, or he might not have had a little bit of style. I'm not saying you, but that's where some females would get rid of that guy. And then they'll be like, you know what? I can't find a good man. It's like, no, he was right there. You could have bought him out of his shell. Vice versa. Like if a guy, he could be like, I want a good woman, but she don't have certain features or something, but she had all the attributes of a good woman. And that's why I think people are passing up people and that type of stuff.
Well, I
Because
mean,
we just want so much stuff embodied in one person, and it just can't happen.
Not really,
I don't know
not
why.
really. No. I don't think so. I really don't. I disagree with the fact that we want all these things, because if we did, we would work.
That's
at
what
it.
people communicate.
My thing,
When you add the emotional
again,
stuff, you add in attraction, because we all like attraction. That's where it gets a little
that's
complicated.
part of it. Because again, just like to what Watt said, it has a little bit of everything. It is a heavyweight, because a little bit of this is religion, how we look at each other and how we find our mates, especially in Black America. Because that is a huge part of our culture, is church, God, the rules that we were given, grandma, uncle, cousin, whatever it may be. Even in school, we were taught, oh, these are the 5 golden rules. You're supposed to be this way. We're indoctrinated with it. So it's up to us to decide what to take from it and try to be positive. The reason I say what I say is because I was Susie Homemaker. Okay, I will bring you, my ex was in jail. Okay, yep, had one of them too. But just to let you know what, I've also had a professor. I've also had, let's see a tech dude, some artists, some musicians.
I get it.
Yes, I don't discriminate. I give you 15 minutes if either you famous or you not. Moving on.
So you are already telling me how your perspective is not equaling the perspective of what I'm speaking of. The fact that you would even entertain a dude in jail is already proving the point that I'm making.
Why? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
What's
Okay,
wrong
you went
with
to
that?
jail, so.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
People go to jail all the time. Like, what is that?
I'm telling you that there are
People go
women
to
that
jail
deal-
all the time. Where
I'm
at?
telling you that there are women that deal specifically with drug dealers and go to the next person as soon as they get locked up.
That's not what happened, sir. That's not what happened. I did not know he was a prisoner.
I'm not saying that's
No,
what happened.
I'm mainly saying no, sir. I'm saying it mainly for jerk. I know you're not saying what's happening. Believe me, I can stay up. Okay. I like poker. I like spades. Baby, I'm here. Let's go. My brain, let's go. Okay. Anyway, all I'm saying is, yeah. Go ahead.
No, go
sir.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. Because I think you was about to explain it out. Because I said people go to jail all the time. So yeah, I gotta hear this one.
Well, because you have to. Well, not have to, but here's the thing. I grew up, around men who went to jail. That was a normal for us. My father, he went to jail. He was also in the military. He was also educated. He was also a radio person. So for me growing up, it was like, you have so many facets of you as a person. You have to take a person for all of them, not just a part, because there's so many different things that could come up on the way. I didn't know he was in jail. Okay. I met him at Walmart. Okay. It's Christmas time. Okay. I didn't know until 2 weeks later that he was doing like his last 30 days.
But after that point, you found out you still was talking with him.
I still rock with him, y'all. I still rock.
Okay.
I've dated football players. I've dated who you think is elites and not like. If it's really not about, for me, the package, it can change at any time. It's about who they are inside. And I'm going to tell you something. As a woman who was out here dating, that doesn't mean sleeping with everyone, but just dating and having, a few conversations. Yes, there's a lot of men that's out here that's scared. They nervous. They've been taken advantage of. They've been hurt. So you got to go slow. Then on the other hand, right, I had a friend, right? I did the same thing. I was free. I was single. Met this dude. He was a security guard. And I told him, I said, listen, I'm not looking for a man. I'm not looking for a husband. I'm just looking for somebody to hang out with, you down. What's up? And he was like, yeah, cool, bet. I was like, bet. So we was like weekend friends. You know what I'm saying? I saw him on the weekend. Hey, what's up? Sunday night, you gotta go. Bye-bye. I don't even front. Yes, I have dated some ghetto ass dudes. I don't front. Don't
Imagine that.
And,
And I can't find
how
a
can
good
you-
guy.
but I never said that. I never said that. Never, ever. Because again, it came down to me. What did I want? What kind of man? What is a good guy? Because that's subjective. Because a good guy to this woman is going to be different for me or the next woman. And it may be, like I said, you know, we've adopted this bull, like women want 6 figures and you need to be this top. Bruh, my ex was like, he was like 5'7". Now I'm about 5'8" and 6 feet in heels. Hey. Big Daddy didn't play. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But it's like you meet people, you go out. I've just experienced a lot of personalities. Let's just say that. And that's why I ain't just speaking from nowhere.
The next Marvel character would be the perfect man.
There is no such thing.
Damn.
Where's perfect
Yeah.
woman? Where's perfect woman? Where's she at?
Hey, Mike, I don't. Maybe I look chocolate.
You know what?
I'm willing to admit with you.
What?
First of all, I'm gonna say I already have the room created. I can drop a link for you so M3 can go to bed and we can keep doing this. Okay? Because I know he's ready to go to bed.
Cool, bet.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't know if he's ready to go to bed.
Right.
Because I can keep doing. We can keep going. Okay? Because some of what you saying to me is blowing my mind. Maybe it's my man brain. I don't know.
Chocolate, you need to go over there and get that game because you done been with a lawyer. You done been with a dude in prison. You done been with a security guard. Professor.
Tech, radio.
Yeah. So you had a watch. You know other races. So at this point, do you think possibly you could be the person wrong and you're the pattern?
I don't think it was necessarily wrong. I wasn't in relationships past a few weeks or months in some of these scenarios. You know, sometimes you just meet a person for a reason or a season. That's it. I mean, I was young in that regard, in the sense of I was always upfront, like I'm not looking for anything other than company at this point in life. So I'm very upfront about that. But I tell you this, and I'll land here. The one guy that I told you, he said, now he agreed, Jerk. He agreed. I said, you cool with being, you know, my Saturday love, like on you good, right? No attachments. No, he was lying. No, yes, he was. No anything, right? It was like maybe a month, not even it wasn't even a month. It was 2 weeks. I don't know what that is in my life. Like men in 2 weeks. I don't know what that is. But anyway, 2 weeks later, he like, let's go to the game. So we go and see like the Suns play. And then we go get something to eat and we just kicking it and chilling, you know, and he like, can I ask you something? And I was like, yeah, what? He was like, I changed my mind. I want you to be my girlfriend. And I was like, no. Damn it.
Now, Chocolate, let me ask you a question.
What?
Was he a good guy?
Yeah. That's a good guy. For somebody else. Not me. But I'm not I know I'm not every woman for every guy. I don't even pretend to do that. Like I don't even know why people do that. Every man ain't gonna want me. Every man don't find me attractive. Like that's crazy. But
you don't even understand the place of vulnerability he went to tell you that he changed his mind. You don't even like the place of vulnerability.
Watts, he's a good guy, Watts. He's a good guy.
I didn't say that. Jerk asked me. Yeah, I guess. Look, I wasn't look, I don't get how it's any different if a dude just got somebody on this, that he kick it with from time to time. It was the same thing. That's all I wanted. I didn't want a relationship. I didn't want a boyfriend. And I appreciated his vulnerability. I wasn't mean to him. I wasn't nasty to him. I just said, that's not what I want.
I'm telling you, it's exactly the same thing. I'm gonna give you an example. If a dude was fucking a married chick, he wouldn't have a problem with that. But if he found out that she fucked anybody but her husband, he would lose his fucking mind.
Exactly. So that's why why even play like that? So that's why I'm upfront with it. But he couldn't handle it. And that's not the first time I've had to go through that. Like, bro, you gotta go. Like, I thought that's what you.
It has to be my man brain, bro. It has to be. It has to be.
Let me tell you something. When I was being raised, my father told me men only see you two ways. They see you as a hoe and they see you as a lady. You have to decide. So I chose to be both, babe. I benefit from both sides. Okay. I benefit from both sides. Okay?
But so do you think that's working out? Would you say like that's yielding the results that you wanted?
I don't regret any of the relationships or any of the things that happened. It did put me in a place of understanding me more and stepping away and not wanting to please everyone. I'm a people pleaser. It's something that's just a part of my nature, and it has gotten me in many a situation. And I've had to learn to not do that. When I do go into a relationship with somebody, my intent is just, let's see what happens. Do we enjoy each other? The thing that hurts the most, though, like in the situation, is when someone that you have been showing nothing but truth to turns around and goes, "Oh, you ain't real. You ain't real." I had my ex tell me I was putting magic in the food. Like, it's insane. Like, you don't know what it's like to be cared for, and I don't. Anyway, that's it. I landed there, buddy. Hey, ain't no hate. Mm-hmm.
There's no hate at all.
I'm gonna go on the Pop Balloon. I'm gonna go on the Pop Balloon show for y'all.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely review that.
Nah, I ain't doing that shit.
See, so yeah, we'll review that.
Buddy. Yeah, y'all.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh hell no."
Hey fam,
nah, y'all ruthless.
Chocolate, one of them was to pop the balloon as soon as a motherfucker come around the corner. Yeah, nope, I just won't feel in your shoes. Nope.
It don't take me that long. But why would I waste your time?
You're handsome. You seem like a very nice guy. The vibes just not.
You just ain't me.
100. You said she gonna roll out there with some chakra beads and shit.
Y'all some haters. See, that's all I know.
With some sage, talk about I'll feel your energy.
Hey fam, got a quartz in her back pocket right now.
I don't believe in crystals, and y'all can suck one. That's what y'all can do.
It must be the zodiac sign. I'm sorry. I thought it was a zodiac.
We make jokes about each other. You're a part of the group.
Y'all
now.
Forget that some of us have a sense of humor, and some of us are funny, like myself.
If it's okay, respectfully, would you be able to tell me what your graduation year was?
1995.
You graduated in 95.
95.
Okay.
All right. I graduated 2 years earlier than what I was supposed to graduate.
Okay.
I'm small a little bit.
Okay. All right.
I'm a young Gen Xer. That's what they call us. We got all the good stuff.
Yeah, that's like telling me your horoscope. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I'm only talking to those who know what I mean. That's all I'm saying. I wasn't saying it directly at you, so my apologies. I'm happy to explain. Because I'm gonna tell you something. That was just a different era.
So what's y'all assessment on Chocolate based on what she told us tonight? She was vulnerable. So shout out to Chocolate. What y'all assessment? We're gonna play Dr. Phil up on here.
Yay!
So
Okay,
my opinion on chocolate is she gets bored too easy.
Oh yeah, no. My assessment 100% is chocolate is enjoying enough of life to even give a fuck about settling down with anybody for real. Like she's enjoying doing whatever the fuck she want to do. That she not worried about why she came home at 4 o'clock in the morning. You better leave me the fuck alone. You lucky I came back to this motherfucker. Fuck you talking about.
And she's a little bit of a control freak too. And it comes in the guise of like niceness. So she's gonna cook you breakfast and shit.
Look, I know I ain't
but she wants you to sit on the couch on a specific cushion.
You better be here when I get back with your bitch ass.
No.
But I'll rub your feet for you in the morning though.
There you go. See, 100 got it. Yep.
Yes.
Marcus, what's your take on chocolate over here? What's your assessment?
Chocolate is chocolate. Chocolate is chocolate. That's how she moves. Whether people like it or not. I disagree with like half of the stuff she says, but it's okay to disagree. It's okay to disagree. It's just I say this, guys, wear multiple condoms and wear hard hat, wear Kevlar, wear some protection. All that kind of stuff.
Everybody. Marcus.
Chocolate, I'm gonna say this too. Listen, work whatever works for you. If it rocks with your program, then let that be. I'm gonna wish the best for every one of y'all here. So whatever works for you works for you. If it doesn't, then try to make some changes if you need to, like self-reflect a little bit.
Look, I'm gonna slide out the way. I got the link in the back chat. If anybody want to fuck with
it, I'm gonna click on it. I got
I'm about to go to sleep.
I know y'all over there on the West Coast.
You better go over there, goddamn. Some of that knowledge 100 got.
I know y'all over there on the West Coast.
Not really. It's like 9:42.
You all right, M3? You look like you woke up. You took a nap?
Nah,
M3 looked like he was just got done fucking.
No, he did some editing while he turned the camera off and did some editing. That's the fuck.
You know, pulled up, smoking a cigarette and shit.
Yeah, it wasn't a cigarette. It wasn't a cigarette.
M3 like
No, y'all all wrong. No, actually, I had to kind of move some stuff around. Also,
is that what we calling it nowadays? Moving stuff around.
Yeah,
that's what he got on that type T-shirt. That's his man shirt. He moving stuff around. There you go. Okay.
Hey, well, let me know whenever you need me to move you around, Chocolate Earth.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Don't be subtle.
Hey, I'm straightforward, so I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Trying to be slick, Rick with the dick.
M3, just don't bring up if y'all do kick it. Just don't come to Chocolate talk about you want a relationship. She gonna get rid of your ass. You gonna be gone, motherfucker. You better play your position. You better play your position.
Hold on.
You better submit, niggas.
We just sign contract, Lola. If you don't want me to get attached to you, Chocolate Earth, hey, just.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I tell. I am intoxicated, so that's why I don't. I've gotten.
That's how I know you telling the truth.
I don't play. That's why I'm like, I'll stay to myself. Believe me, oh my God, I would love to have me a buddy right now. But it's dangerous out here. I can't. They tripping. People talk too much. Can't even. We don't have a lot of pickings out here. This town's small anyway, sir. It's all gravy. I can wait.
Wait on who? Wait on what? Wait on
what?
The board?
Wait on what? Huh?
Well, you could wait. I'm like, wait for what? Elaborate.
Wait for what?
Chocolate tripping with this waiting shit. Chocolate, you gave the year you graduated. It's close to the year I am. We got one foot in the damn grave. You talk about waiting. Who the hell are you waiting for? The Grim Reaper?
I don't even know what you talk about, sir. I don't know how old.
You know what I'm talking about. Shit, we like 40 something. You ain't got too much water to wait. That wall, we done faced that shit.
Never. I'm right now. I love every moment of it. I am loving every moment of every age on this body, baby, because it's getting good like fine wine. I am not fearing my age. I do not care about growing. However, it is about life. It is just too much to enjoy to be worrying about rushing to get where. What am I rushing to get where?
Chocolate.
To
That 50 is just you looking right at it, because I am too. You looking right at it. You better stop playing with all this time. You ain't got that much
You know
time.
what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? But by that time, I have my house, and me and my little young boy toy will be kicking it. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Look.
I ain't never.
You see what Vivica Fox going through. Don't lie.
I'm not real good. Listen, hold on. All mine is natural, baby. I don't need no BBL. I don't need no
What's the so asking for the YNs out there? What's the age range on the boy toy?
Usually young.
19 to
you gotta be
25.
at least over 30. You gotta be at least past 30. That's all. Just 30. Believe me, I had a couple 20 somethings trying to. And I was like, you too young, baby. I can't have your mama calling me.
Hey, 90s babies, let me see you outside.
Listen, that's why we saying like it ain't got nothing to do with being conceited. It ain't got nothing to do with being that I think, I'm always. No, it's not about that. It's just the fact that I just enjoy life. And I meet men along the way. Some it's just for what they felt. And then some ain't. I mean, y'all was just talking about it. How's it any different from me?
So are we saying men in their 30s is prime? Because that's both sides of the fence right there. We talking about older and younger.
Yeah.
Just a question.
I do find that in my sliding into my DMs are younger men. I find that a lot of the men I've dated thought I was younger. I'm clicking.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
what's good? I bet. It's been a ball. I'm gonna go ahead and click this. I'm gonna click it. Yeah. I'm
in the YouTube chat. Y'all can fuck with us if you want to. Cool.
Yeah, come on through. I'm down because I'm working on some stuff. So good night, you guys. It's been so much fun. And 3. I'm gonna help you find you a wife.
For me?
Yeah, I think I know the type of. You want a wife, don't you? Or you just?
M3 got a type. M3 got a type for sure.
He already told her. He like a Latina. He like the ladies. That's all.
Look, I'm multicultural. Okay. Even
Chocolate. Try to find him a mix. Try to find him a mixed woman. Trust me, a bit of black and a bit of Latina, you'll fall in love.
Is that what you want? You looking for that? I think about. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm out. That was my one of my first businesses. I was building a dating service before it got popular. So I've always wanted to do that. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to create like a singles resort where you could come and meet and mingle with people and it be
talking
fun.
about fornication.
You trying to do that Kendra G type of style, Chocolate Earth?
No, not at all.
Okay.
If I was to do anything, I would let dudes call in that don't know how to talk to women, help them out a little bit so they don't be dry out here beating people up.
No.
You know how men get when they. That's what's wrong with y'all.
Hey, don't put me in a crazy. That's what's wrong with some of them. You know what I mean?
Y'all need some of that. Hey, a boom, bam, bam. No, just playing. All right.
No.
Good night.
We just look for a subtle type of woman. That's all. You going over to watch this? What?
Yeah, I'm heading over. Yes.
All right,
always. It's always. All right. Good night and good morning.
Thank you. All right. Take care.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Later. All right. let's see how I'm going.
Wait, did I do it? Oh, I don't even know how to leave. Look, I'm confused.
Hey, thank you everybody for tuning into Knowledge and Relationship. Shouts to Ruthless Truth. I mean, we wouldn't even extend this conversation if it wasn't for him. So shouts to the brother. Shouts to everybody who's watching. Damn, I forgot. I went away for a bit. So shouts to all you guys that tune in on Instagram. Thank you so much, man, for everything that you do to support us, for the channel. And we are definitely out. Peace.
Knowledge and relationships.